Christmas here at the Body Count continues.
Hooray.
Think
Well, we're celebrating Christmas for like 2/3 of the time. The last part of this episode's going to be a bit miserable.
we're gonna keep that part to a minimum.
Do you have your Christmas tree up?
I do?
I'm like sat a few feet away from mine.
Is your Christmas tree real or fake?
Fake.
No, I'm
I'm one of
sorry.
those people.
I can't get on board with that. I'm sorry.
I do prefer real Christmas trees. That they're objectively better, but the fake ones are more manageable.
The
It
fake ones
stands
are more
there.
manageable. I need that smell in my house.
You need the tree smell.
For me, it's such a part, like, it's such a huge part of Christmas for me is having that pine smell in my house, and I know you can buy ornaments and stuff that, like, give off the smell, but it's so synthetic. The real smell of a real tree is just heaven to me.
Trying to think if I've ever had a real Christmas tree in my home at any point in my life. I don't think I have. It's always been fake. No, I'm just faking my way through life.
Look, a fake tree is easier. There's less cleanup, you don't have to water it, and you can get a lot of
You
trees
don't?
now that are fake that have the lights
Built
already,
in,
like, built in.
like where it's on the tip.
Yeah, so
I
there's
think my tree has that actually. We just don't turn them on that much.
yeah, well, look,
Maybe I should for this
I can
recording.
see how it's easier. I can see how it's easier. I don't mind the added difficulty. Like, that smell is the Christmas smell, the official Christmas smell for me. I think
Oh, okay.
everybody has these things that bring them back to their childhood, especially when it comes to Christmas, and for me, it's the smell of the tree and the
Okay.
food cooking in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
I would think more the food.
It's all of it. It's the food interspersed with, like, this heavenly pine scent. I don't know, but yeah, I have my tree up.
When
We
did you put
are
your tree up? Like how early do you put it up? Is it
I
like
put it up
November?
last weekend. Look,
Okay.
I like to have mine up for as long as possible without it obviously dying
Yeah.
because, um, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I would not want to go through all of that just to have my tree up for 1 or 2 weeks. So I think people start celebrating Christmas way too early. Like, the people who start in November, I can't deal.
Okay.
We're so inundated with Christmas because it's so heavily commercialized more now than ever before. Hearing and seeing ads for Christmas in mid-November, I see Christmas shit in the stores as early as August or September.
Yeah, I see a lot of pre-Halloween stuff in there.
It's just shoved down your throat. I'll put my Christmas tree up beginning of December, and I'll take it down the first week of January. So for me, Christmas is a month-long celebration.
Okay.
And
Ours generally goes up in November,
so I try to kind of keep it within a time
December.
frame that doesn't make me feel like I have fatigue from the holiday.
Okay. Yeah, mine goes up in November. I don't have anything to do with putting it up though. Like, my girlfriend does all that.
I'm not
'Cause-
even a little bit surprised.
I mean, she's just better at it. What can I say?
You say that about everything.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty good. She does all
Will
right.
say that is an often used tactic from the male
Tactic.
playbook. This is the
It's a
man's
male
play
excuse.
No, no, listen, this is the man's playbook. It's been done to me a lot of times. I recognize it.
Does it now?
But you know what? I oddly respect it. I'm just gonna say I respect it because it's a good play
Yeah. I mean, it's also true
where
with regards
when
to the Christmas
when
tree.
y'all want your girlfriends or
I
your
wouldn't know what to do with
wives to
this.
do something, you just tell them that
Yeah.
they're better at it. You're paying a compliment, you're flattering her, and in a lot of cases, she doesn't see what's going on. She's just
Yeah.
so, "Oh my god, that's so nice of you." Actually, no, it's not nice of you. You need to read between the fucking lines. He's a lazy sack of shit.
Wow. What, me specifically?
No, well,
Well,
you do employ the tactic, so you are among them. No, it's come on. Men, like, I wanna say this is only heterosexual men. I could be wrong, but I feel like this is only heterosexual men. I feel like when you don't wanna do something and you have a significant other, yeah, it's just like, "Oh, you do it so much better." I've done it before too.
yeah. You're the real villain.
I had my ex, like, hang a whole fuck ton of shelves, uh, that I did not wanna hang them, and when he asked me why I didn't do it myself, I was like, "Well, you're just so much better at it." And he
Yeah.
was really flattered. He didn't see what I was doing.
You probably wouldn't get them level, you know?
That's actually exactly what I said.
See? You
"I'm
were the
just a
same
woman."
as me. Yeah. Literally
No,
just a
I
girl.
look, Christmas when you're a kid, it's so much different than when you're an adult. Like, when you're a kid, Christmas is just fun. There's no other facet to it. It's fun. You collect a fuck ton of gifts. You show up on the 25th and food is done. All you have to do is eat it. As an adult, I am
You-
responsible for my own merriment. And that is a big undertaking. The tree, all the cooking that I do, all the baking that I do, it's a very different experience as an adult.
What meat do you go for at Christmas?
Turkey. There's only one.
Oh, yes. You get it. That's what we have.
I could eat turkey, like, all the fucking time. I love it, and the turkey recipe that
Mm.
I make it's my dad's recipe. His turkey, his stuffing, his roast potatoes, like,
Yeah.
all of that, and it is
The whole shebang.
the meal that I look most forward to every year, and if I was in jail on death row and they asked me what I wanted for my last meal, it would be that. It's so fucking good, and I love having leftovers for, like, a month, which I do because I always get, like, a 25 pound turkey, which sounds insane because 'cause I'm alone, but I love the leftovers.
Yeah, we always have leftovers too. Turkey, like we put them on baguettes and stuff.
And then
Like
you
make it
make stuff
special.
with the
Yeah.
leftovers, like, I make turkey soup, I make turkey pot pie.
Turkey for me as well. When I was growing up, it used to be chicken, but I think that's just because it was cheaper. Now we're more decadent with it. I don't cook it.
Of course you don't. I'm not
Well,
surprised.
we go to my girlfriend's family's home every year, so my mum cooks it. My girlfriend helps, and I just
And then you get to take leftovers home?
yeah, yeah, and I just like sit in front of the TV while all that's happening, doing my bit.
That was me as a kid, I guess, like, that basically, you get to experience Christmas the way I used to as a child,
Yeah,
and I'm, like, a
I'm
little
just an
bit
overgrown
irritated
kid.
at that
I mean, I'm not that overgrown.
because
I'm pretty sure.
you don't put your tree up, you don't do the cooking, so literally, Christmas has not changed for you from childhood into adulthood because you still do fucking nothing.
I know, right? It's
I
amazing.
kind of hate you right now.
I knew it.
It's so annoying.
My biggest hater. I've always said so.
I'm not your biggest hater, but, like, shit, I work my ass off at Christmas. I love Christmas. I have this, like, reputation, I think, for a lot of people as being the Grinch. I just don't like the overabundance of Christmas. There's a level to the amount of cheer I'm willing to endure. I know that sounds weird.
Well, it's a good thing we're doing this episode in December then.
It is.
And
We're
not like a
we're
month-long build-up of Christmas episodes.
well, originally, we'd had planned a bit of a buildup before our unplanned hiatus recently, and unfortunately, we had to do away with a few of our planned episodes that were not necessarily Christmas themed, but at least winter themed.
Yeah,
But we could not do away with this episode because this is so Christmas coded.
you've got to have a Christmas episode.
We do. And we have a Christmas episode that is jam-packed with 3 Christmas movies or 2 Christmas movies and 1 abomination, depending on how you look at it.
One abomination that's kind of set at Christmas, but doesn't have the vibes,
Oh my god, we'll get into that. But we're talking about Black Christmas today, and not just one Black Christmas, not just 2, but all 3 of them.
which we rewatched.
We rewatched for you, so, say thank you
Yeah,
because that
diminishing
movie
returns.
that last movie was a rough fucking watch, y'all. Holy shit.
Yeah, I
The
don't know.
Blumhouse one it's a movie.
Well, that could be a lot of Blumhouse movies these days. This is one of the worst ones. Did you see that Jason Blum had a fucking figurine or something made of himself? What an
I didn't
asshole!
I didn't see it, but I feel like it's on brand for him.
Yes, for like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 or something. Imagine buying that. Yeah, it's just my little CEO figurine over here. Douchebag.
He wants us to embrace AI, like, he's just such a fucking douche.
Yeah, it's gone full on tech, bro.
It's a shame to see where Blumhouse has ended up. Now when movies are announced and people hear that Blumhouse is attached,
Yeah, it's
the general
devastating.
feeling is like you let out this groan.
Yeah. So, well, the quality control's not going to be there, is it? I heard Five Nights at Freddy 2 is like pretty bad, but I haven't watched that yet.
Okay,
What was the first
I
one?
haven't I
Wasn't for
haven't
me.
watched it yet. I haven't watched the first one.
It's a movie.
Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm not even gonna shit on it. I'm just gonna say I'm not the demographic. I didn't grow up with the game. Like,
No. Well, neither am I.
this is totally aimed at Gen Z. The only thing that appeals to me about these movies, and I will watch them eventually, I need to just set some time aside. The only thing that appeals to me about these movies is Matthew Lillard, and now with the sequel, Skeet Ulrich.
The-
Anyways, we're getting way off track here from
We
our
are.
Um,
If- But but we can talk about a character you do like the look of in a new movie that's just come out.
God.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Okay, let's get into this.
Rowan Campbell, he of Halloween Ends fame. We've got to talk about it. We both watched it, which is a
We
rarity
do.
for a new movie.
I saw Silent Night, Deadly Night this weekend. I'm going back to see it again later tonight. It's really a shame. Cineverse did not do a very good job of promoting this movie. You know, when you're offering people foot pics,
Oh yeah, the
feet
feet pics.
pics,
So
because
where's she going with this?
the official account for Silent Night, Deadly Night is offering to send people pictures of Rohan Campbell's feet in exchange for proof of having seen the movie. So, like, you send them your ticket stub and you get a picture of Rohan Campbell's feet, which
Okay.
I got the picture of
It's
his
right for
foot.
some.
It's not feet, it's 1 foot.
Okay.
And it's, a clip from the movie, but in the movie, you don't really see his foot it's very brief, whereas
Yeah. I don't
someone
have
took
it
a
memorized.
screenshot, and it's covered in blood. I feel like if you're a foot fetishist, you're not gonna be super happy with the angle of the picture, like, there are just better
I
pictures of feet out there. But look, I will take free pictures of Rohan Campbell's anything.
bet
So
you would.
no, but I feel like them making this deal of like, "Hey, we'll send you feet pictures." I feel like that kind of confirms that Cineverse has done a really unfortunate job with the marketing of this movie.
Okay, so it's a no on us promoting our podcast with feet pics.
I mean,
If you can answer a trivia question about this episode on Twitter, Marianne will send you a feet pic.
why Marianne? What the fuck?
People don't want
Why
to see my
Marianne? What?
feet.
Yeah, no. Nobody wants to see your funny toenail.
Yeah. What? So it's all on you. If we're
I'm not sending foot
distributing
pictures for
anything,
free.
it's going to be Marianne.
These babies are worth money.
Okay, we'll just make it like a Patreon perk. But yeah. I digress. I like this movie though, surprisingly.
I was surprised too that you liked it. I loved it so much. I think the marketing has been abysmal.
Okay.
I think it could have done so much better. I mean, and I don't even know, I haven't seen the numbers yet. I don't know if we're calling this a success or not financially, but I think it could have done so much better had Cineverse set aside a decent budget for marketing and opened it in a few more theaters. It's only playing, look, I live in a big city. We have
Is it a
countless
limited
movie theaters.
release?
I think so, but
Okay.
I don't know that I can be the judge of that living in Canada because our horror
It's not a real
releases,
country.
that's not what I said.
Okay.
Shut your pie hole.
I wish Canada was real though.
We don't get horror releases the same way the US does. We don't have a lot of, like, the theater chains that the US does. We don't have, so it does change the model of the film's release in Canada, unfortunately. Um, there are hundreds of movie theaters in Montreal and the surrounding area, like, and
We've
in
only one
4
road.
this movie's only playing in 4 theaters.
Okay.
That's a travesty. Like, again, in a big city, and I went to a showing Friday after work at, like, 4:30 PM, and there were 6 people in the movie theater, and
Peak.
that's just sad.
I enjoy when there's no one in the theater with me.
I enjoy the solitude, I enjoy the quiet, but it's a bit of a bummer when you wanna
Yes,
see a movie do well, right? But
I guess.
I agree with you, I loved it. I fucking loved it, and it's not just 'cause of Rohan Campbell. For me, he's just a bonus in this movie.
It does help for you though.
It does help. Look, he's a good-looking dude, and he does, the flawed protagonist so well. He does a psychotic break so well, even though his version of Billy Chapman is not so much the psychotic break storyline and more of a, like, savior storyline.
Yeah. There's kind of this thing in the movie where everything he does is essentially justified, which I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is what happens.
We won't get too much into it because I don't wanna spoil things.
Yeah, and this isn't a Silent Night, Deadly Night episode, so we
It's
should
not.
behave.
But yes, his behavior is his actions are justified for some form of good versus the original movie, which was Billy just fucking snapping.
Which I did
But
prefer.
I don't hate the creative choices they take.
No.
There were some very great moments that paid respect to the original movie and to the second movie, which I appreciated. And
It's
then
garbage day.
they did take the film into a new direction in a lot of ways. Ultimately, the direction that they took both characters in, I was quite satisfied.
Enjoyed where it went eventually. It's it is also kind of a silly movie, but Silent Night, Deadly Night, it kind of has to be.
It's a silly movie.
Good
We
gore.
can't really talk about this without talking about the fact that there's a lot of people that are pissed off because Santa is killing some Nazis.
Imagine that. What a tragedy.
So
Nazi Karen gets got.
that is a fun fucking scene.
I was laughing through that. It's so absurd as well, the way they do it. It's very entertaining.
But it fits the lead up into it. It makes sense. It fits. It's funny. And it's gory. Look, if you're coming into this movie expecting like Terrifier level gore, you are going to be disappointed. But it is gory. It's got some really good practical effects.
Yeah, it doesn't like get bogged down in the gore like I think Terrifier 3 sort of did. It just has it there and it continues with the story. It actually is a good story, I thought.
It's a good story. Rohan Campbell does a good job. Look, I know that there's a lot of residual hate towards him because of Halloween Ends. And
He's
I'm
personally responsible for everything wrong with that movie,
that's the thing
according
that
to some people.
listen, that's the thing that pisses me off. You cannot like Corey and you cannot like the movie,
I
but
don't.
Rohan Campbell did not write the story. He showed up to do a job. And by the way, there's not a working actor anywhere on this planet that would turn down an offer to become part of the Halloween franchise and work with Jamie Lee Curtis and John Carpenter.
Yeah, at that stage in their career as well. I'll do a Blumhouse movie. I don't care.
Your feelings about Halloween Ends, as justified as they might be, Rohan Campbell did a good job after the events of the opening. You see this wounded, vulnerable version of him, and then you see this transformation into full on psychopath. Anybody's issues with that movie notwithstanding, I feel like he did a good job with what he was given, which ultimately was not great, but he did a good job. So I like Rohan Campbell, and it's not just on the basis of, like I find him sexy, which I do.
She
He's
does.
he is a good actor. I want to see him in more horror. And I want to see him taking on more villain roles in horror. I think in Halloween Ends and in Silent Night, Deadly Night, he's not just a straight up villain. It's not a straight line for his character to go from where he begins into this villain role. There's some nuance to it. There's some gray area to it.
Hmm.
I would love to see him take on a villain role that is just pure fucking psychotic evil, like an Otis Driftwood. I would
Yeah.
love to see him take on that type of character where he's just devoid of good.
Okay.
I just want more people to put him in movies.
Sounds like it. He was good. He was good in this movie. Santa costume stays on.
Yes, the Santa costume stays on. The movie was fucking dumb and fucking fun.
What an endorsement we got. Dumb
And
fun.
it's funny because the original movie caused such an uproar when it was released because parents and Christians and, all these fucking uptight people, you can't turn Santa into a killer. The fuck you can't. And I think that the first one was so hot button because of it. It
Yeah.
was a very controversial movie when it came out. And I
Now,
think that that's what the Nazi scene is doing for this movie. It's stirring up
yeah,
controversy in a new way with the Nazi sympathizers of the world, which, let me be clear, I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm speaking for the two of us right here, right now. We
here we
don't
go.
give a fuck what a Nazi sympathizer thinks. Y'all can get fucked.
True. Imagine being mad at that, though. Oh no, Nazis are
Cry,
dying. Too bad.
cry harder.
I know, right?
That's all I have to say. Cry fucking harder. So you know what? We recommend this movie. We
We do.
recommend you all go and see it. Going to see it is a fuck you to Nazis and Nazi sympathizers. So
Merry Christmas.
go do your part.
Fight a
Fuck the
good fight
Nazis.
with Rowan Campbell.
Plus, as a bonus, you get a nice picture of his foot in your DMs if you go and see it.
Yeah, just take a picture of the ticket stub and that bloody foot is yours. Win-win. I
Right?
personally won't be going for the foot pick.
Horror fans, we carry this genre on our back. It's really easy to hype up a movie like Sinners. They had a budget. They had marketing. Everybody was talking about it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's really easy for a movie like that to do well. And I'm super happy it did.
As it should.
So fucking deserved. Movies like Silent Night, Deadly Night, they need more help. It's not being talked about as much. So I feel like I would much rather put the effort into promoting a movie like this.
Rowan Campbell needs you like you need him. Trust.
Stop that. He's so cute.
Ian, and the director of the Wrong Turn reboot and that terrible Jason Universe short film actually made something watchable.
Look,
So
Mike,
congratulations, Mike. You did it.
how could you fucking remake this movie with so much respect to the original source material and then give me that god awful fucking hard cider commercial? Like, come on, bro.
That's why it's such a
It's
surprise. It's so good because
I think he was
the
so
other stuff
locked
was so
into
bad.
this. He was so locked into Silent Night, Deadly Night that,
I think that
like,
was an afterthought.
Sweet Revenge just,
Bit of
yeah,
weekend
became an
work.
afterthought. Like,
Yeah, just throw
dude,
some apples
no.
in there, it'll be fine.
How do you like
Yeah,
them apples? Applesauce, bitch? What
no,
does he
some
say
shit.
in I forget.
I don't know. I blotted it out of my memory. I'm not
My
going to
my me
rewatch to check.
I'm
Yeah, you did it, Mike. Congrats.
smoking a fatty right now, so my memory is
Of
just
course you're
like
smoking.
dog shit. Go and see Silent Night, Deadly Night,
Yeah.
please.
I mean, there's no other Christmas horror movies
I
out
mean,
right
if
now,
you
right?
look, if you're not interested in it, that's one thing, but, like, if you're on the fence, go
Yeah,
and
give
see
it a
it.
shot. I think it's worth a shot. Surprise me.
It's a different Billy Chapman. He's got a girlfriend, Pammy. Pammy and Billy.
Hammy cakes.
Whoa,
Okay. Too
let's
far.
calm down. It's bloody and it's fun and it's Christmassy, and there's member berries for those of you that are fans of the original 2 movies.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a
What
bold
she said.
statement.
Go for it.
This is not my favorite of the franchise. I love the original. It's an annual rewatch for me. The first 2 are annual rewatches for me, and I love them. But this one is now my favorite in the franchise, top of my ranking, 5 stars, and definitely an annual rewatch. There's a touch of that Halloween Ends spirit in the movie,
Yeah,
which
there's a bit.
I don't wanna say why. Please don't let that turn you off. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do. Same brain.
This is the new direction they went in, but I feel like there's gonna be a few people that are gonna watch this and be like, "Oh my god, the Halloween Ends of it all."
Yeah, there's a bit of that. There's a touch of that. I liked it a lot. I still prefer the original personally. More sleazy. And Billy's just a madman in that movie. And yeah, we get boobs. We get Linnea Quigley boobs. Like, we've got the same top 2, just a different order, I think.
Yeah, there's no better boobs than Linnea Quigley's in an '80s horror movie, and that scene with the antler kill is so good, which if you've seen the trailer, you get it again in this movie. I actually prefer
No,
I
don't say
miss the
this.
boobs,
No, you're not doing this.
but I like the antler kill better.
Oh, no, you've lost me now. I don't agree with that at all.
Go and see The Shining in IMAX because it's out this week. I don't know if it's still gonna be in theaters
But yeah, I
when
saw a
this
few
episode
reviews on
drops, but
Letterboxd, people that had gone to see it. So yeah, maybe do that too.
that's not Christmassy, but it's wintry, so,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
the
it's a whole
same.
vibe.
Well, it's not the same, but it's
Yeah,
similar.
alright.
You know what else is wintry? You know what? Never mind. You'll tell me off. Let's talk about Black
No, tell me
Christmas
what else is
instead.
winter no, tell me what else is wintry.
It's a movie we already did an episode on. Blackcoat's Daughter. Hell yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
See, this is why I wanted to move on.
You
Stop
wait a minute.
mentioning it
No, no,
every
no, no, no.
episode.
Okay, but you literally brought this up
My
as
name
we're
is Marianne and
prepping.
I'm from Canada.
Oh my god, stop it. Making me sound like Terrence and Philip at the same time.
But no,
We discussed this as we were prepping to record. You just like shoehorning in a Black Coat's Daughter reference, and I
it's my
guess
thing. That's the
listen,
whole gimmick of the podcast now.
Listen, I guess I can't
Listen,
be
lady.
mad at it because I shoehorn in a Friday reference whenever and wherever I can.
Exactly.
So, yes, Black Coat's Daughter is wintry and gray and dull and devoid of anything that you would want to watch at Christmas
You
because
lost me
it's
at the end
bleak and
there.
depressing.
Okay. Let's
But
talk about the actual movies.
today we are talking about Black Christmas, all 3
X3.
of them, X3, Black Christmas squared. Wait,
No,
no,
I don't think so.
squared.
Black Christmasception.
Except instead of the 2, it's a 3. I don't know. But yes, we're talking about all 3 installments of Black Christmas, the good, the bad, the ugly.
They're very ugly.
The very ugly. Blumhouse.
Yeah,
Sorry, something
and I
stuck in
think
my
they're
throat.
very good, at least for the first movie. It's very good.
I enjoy the first 2.
I guess you'd call it one of the OG slashers, the first one.
Yes.
Maybe the OG slasher, depending on your viewpoint.
The OG look, there's a lot of it's influenced a lot of movies, so its impact cannot be diminished. I think it broke ground in a lot of ways, like, the themes in the movie, there's a lot in there that I'm surprised that people didn't rail against this movie the way they did against Silent Night, Deadly Night. 'Cause, like, we're talking about abortion. And
Yeah,
this is in 1974. We're
abortion,
talking about a
bodily
woman who
autonomy,
wants
and
to have an abortion, and she doesn't wanna get married.
she's not gonna give up her dreams because some dude decides that he
Douchebag
wants to quit
fucking
being a pianist because he
well, that's
sucks.
it.
Considering, considering, yeah, considering how, slasher movies from the 70s or 80s are, like, interpreted as, some sort of conservative anti-sex movies, this is one of the more progressive ones.
It is, and for one of, like, the first slasher movies or sorry, I'm not gonna say first slasher movie, I think that's, like,
It's one of them.
that designation goes to Peeping Tom, even though
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
there's so much debate about that within the community, and I don't wanna get into that 'cause
No, that's a whole another tangent.
that's a whole other thing, but for this to be one of the first, mainstream slashers that has this cult following, and you have a final girl that's pregnant, she doesn't wanna keep her baby, and obviously, if she's pregnant, it means that she has had sex.
Yeah, it's already booking the slasher rules before they technically existed.
Seriously. Well, there was no blueprint at the time, so I think Bob Clark just decided whatever. I mean, look,
I do what the fuck I want.
this movie went through a lot of rewrites. There were a lot of people attached before Bob Clark got involved, and they did change a lot of elements. The '70s is the birth of the women's movement. So I could be wrong, but it's my assumption that that's where the abortion storyline came from. Movies are always gonna be affected by the current climate of things in the world. So I don't know. I'm just guessing somebody saw the original movie and thought like, "Okay, well, we're in the '70s. Women are burning their bras all over this country," which is an oversimplification of everything that was going on at the time, admittedly. Um,
Will be a
I just
10-hour podcast if we, went into
no, but
detail.
I just think it was a sign of the times,
Yeah,
ultimately. But it's a great addition to the story. And then there's questions about whether or not our final girl is actually a final girl, because
it's kind of an open ending.
the ending is what I have issues with, but, we'll we'll get there. So, I was kind of doing some research before we watched this movie. I did
Okay.
know that the movie was inspired by "The Call Is Coming from Inside the House" urban legend, and the whole, the babysitter and the man upstairs.
Yeah.
I know that that was, like, a big influence on this movie. What I didn't realize,
Okay.
and this was a bit shocking to me, is that it was also partially inspired by murders that occurred in the 1940s
Oh, in the
in
40s.
Westmount. So, I did some digging,
Those
and
crazy Canadians.
I did some digging, and in I wanna say 1943, but I could be wrong. In the '40s, there's this kid who, bludgeoned his entire family at Christmas time, um, in Westmount, which is and I think this is where the shock came from at the time. Westmount is a neighborhood in my city. It's a very affluent neighborhood, the most affluent neighborhood.
Those crazy rich Canadians.
It's the richest neighborhood in Canada. These people are
Oh, yeah.
rich, rich.
And I bet they're just
Um,
so happy about that.
and it's very much like when you hear about murders happening and you're like, "Oh my god, you never think of this happening here." This neighborhood is like the basis for that statement, and yeah, this kid just bludgeoned his whole family, so that combined with the babysitter and the man upstairs is what inspired this movie, and then in rewrites, it became a sorority house and a bunch of girls, and
Which works a lot better for the format.
I think so too, I agree. It's a bunch of sorority girls living together in a very nice house
Yeah.
that is decorated just impeccably for Christmas. The vibes in this movie, this is one thing that this movie gets right, is the Christmas vibes.
Yeah, and combined with, the way it's shot, the film stock, it looks so good.
It
Like,
does.
it's pure Christmas vibes, just with
It
a bit of
is.
murder.
You have Christmas lights, you have Christmas
It's big.
decorations. You can feel, like, the
Uh,
Christmasness of it all, I guess. I don't even that's not a word, but
the Christmasness of it all.
it's a perfect movie to watch at Christmas time, which is obviously why we're discussing it. But the house that they live in is decked out, it's decorated, it's winter, there's snow on the ground, so the vibes are there, and they're immaculate, and it's, yeah, a bunch of sorority girls, and right away from the beginning, you can tell that they're being stalked by some person. We don't know who, but they're being watched,
And
and they live
yeah, 'cause, the movie opens with a POV shot from the killer.
POV
So
shot, and we
John
learn very
Carpenter was
quickly that
watching.
these girls are being harassed. They're getting phone calls, and somebody on the other end of the phone is moaning and oinking and talking about how he wants to lick their cunts.
Yeah. He's doing, like, different voices as well. He's a talented guy.
Yeah.
Just needs to use them for
He's
something
not
else.
fucking around. But they live in a house with Miss Mac, who is the house mother,
Yeah,
and
she
she
likes a
steals
good
every
drink.
scene she is. She likes a drink. She hides booze in a book
A
and
Bible, actually.
a Bible, and yeah, when she's looking at the bookshelf and she's like, "B is for booze." Both of us heard B is for boobs, and we
That's
got all
just
excited for a second, and then we
that's our
saw the
brain
bottle.
rot.
Yeah, right?
That's where our minds are. Boobs, you say?
Boob brain rot. That's a perfect explanation.
This really is a classic. No, it's booze.
She likes her booze.
So does Margot Kidder. She's if anything, Margot Kidder outdrinks her.
Barb
Bob.
is everything to me. She is every she is me coded. Her sense of humor, her I mean, I wanna say her drinking. I'm not a big drinker now, but, like,
She's
in my
always
20s
intoxicated.
at that age, yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Wanting a stranger to find his way into her bedroom.
That wish eventually doesn't go well,
Yeah, but it's not the kind of stabbing she was hoping for.
but yeah, I love those 2.
Barb and
Can we
Miss Mac
can
make that movie.
yeah, can we reuse the word vibe already?
I feel like I
They're vibed it.
overuse the word vibe, and I don't
I know.
really give a shit.
I'm on Twitter too much.
Because who doesn't love a vibe? Like, when you vibe with something, isn't that just peak? So I don't even care. If you're tired of hearing me use the word vibe, then mute me now, because I say
Yeah,
it all the time, and I'm gonna say it a lot in this episode, because 'cause we're talking about Christmas vibes.
exactly. Keep the podcast going though, even if you're muted. Like, we need the minutes, guys.
Just mute me. Just listen to his side of the conversation.
Is that possible on Spotify?
No, it's not.
It's sake, poor people. Just
Wow.
hear me going, "Yeah,
The
yeah,
killer, he's picking people off one by one. He starts with the virgin, the admitted virgin, which I
all
guess
clear."
is
I mean,
is
she's the
another.
youngest one, so
She is.
tracks.
I think it's also, like, another way this movie turns slasher tropes on its head. He keeps the pregnant one who's had sex, the pregnant non-virgin is still alive at the end, and he decides that the actual virgin
Yeah,
is the
she's gotta
first to go.
go. She's no fun, so
Yeah.
let's put a bag over her head, prop her up in a rocking chair, and leave her up there for someone to find, presumably. But well, that kind of happens, but
Yeah.
it doesn't end well for the person that finds them.
It doesn't.
And we get lots of iconic shots in this one movie just from that opening kill because she's revisited throughout the movie in a rocking chair with a open mouth and a bag on her head.
I think the
Classic.
visual of her with the bag on her head is probably the most iconic image from this movie. Like, it's the first thing you think of, and
Yeah,
especially, as the chair's rocking, it's so creepy, and I love it. It's
yeah. The
Bob Clark
visuals are
did an
so
amazing
good.
job. They really are, and so the idea is, obviously, it's Christmas time. These sorority sisters are all dispersing to spend time with their families, boyfriends, whatever. So as they die slowly but surely, nobody really suspects anything at first, because they're all kind of supposed to, Miss Mac is going home to her sisters. Nobody really, the only person that really kind of raises any questions is the virgin's father, because he was picking her up at school, and obviously
She never showed.
she never showed up. So he's got concerns, and we see growing concerns as the movie goes on, but nobody really realizes that these women are being picked off, because, as I said, most of them, had plans to go home. So Barb does not, like, this is what I love about Barb. She does not give a fuck. She's like, "Oh, people are missing? Pours herself another drink,
For real.
whatever."
It's great.
But it doesn't really click with anybody what's going on, because these girls are dropping like flies, but it's Christmas, so, "Oh, they just went home," or, "Oh, she just shacked up with her boyfriend." And
Yeah,
then
that only really changes when it's discovered that 13-year-old girl has been abducted and killed also. Which
yes.
is that related to the main plot really? Like, it's not Billy that did that.
I don't think so, because Billy by the way, Christmas movies love an
Yeah, apparently.
antagonist named Billy. I think the assumption is that Billy stays in the attic. I don't
Yeah.
think he leaves the attic.
Like, it's just a coincidence that someone else gets murdered at this time of year.
I think it was
That's
a
just
coincidence.
that's Christmas in Canada for you.
The police, led by iconic John Saxon, they're doing a search party in the park once Jess finally forces the police, because they do try going to the police when they can't find their virgin friend,
Yeah,
but the
please
police
don't give a
aren't
fuck,
taking it
really.
very seriously, she's shacked up with her boyfriend or whatever, whatever.
They're running train on her, you know?
Jess is the one who finally makes the cops take it seriously, and so John Saxon organizes this search party in the park, and they find a child's body, and that's when I think the anxiety is heightened, but these girls still have absolutely no clue that they're being targeted. I don't think this child has anything to do with Billy.
Yeah,
I don't,
and the
but
fact
we
that
don't
they
know.
find the body also kind of cuts them out as a source of help for the girls for most of the movie because 'cause they're preoccupied with this murder that they have, and so
But
it actually makes it
also
easier for Billy or maybe the second killer that's possibly in this movie to target them.
possibly, but then if it was Billy, wouldn't he have dragged this child back to the attic? He
Yeah, that's what
seems
I'm
to like
saying, yeah.
posing the bodies, so I don't know,
Just it's very
but
theatrical.
it's at this point that we learn that Jess is pregnant. She has a boyfriend in Peter, but obviously, she's in school. She wants an abortion.
He
She
doesn't want
doesn't
it. He's kind of
he
a bitch
doesn't
about
want
it.
it. It was a bit cringe for me to watch.
When he tells her that he loves her, she's just responds with, "I know."
Yeah.
Oof. Oof. Let her have the abortion, bro. It's not happening.
It's funny because I feel like this is something. I don't know if it's all people. I guess everybody can relate to this, but it's just from a female perspective in this movie. Haven't we all dated people where it's like you're enjoying yourself, but you know that this person is not it?
Yeah, just like a placeholder for a bit.
Yeah, Peter was her placeholder. Later in the movie,
It'll
when
have your
they
face.
have another conversation about it, he tells her that he does not want her to give up her dreams, her future job, he wants the baby, and he wants to marry her. And her face, you can actually see her emotions, like, welling up in her throat of, like,
Oh god.
"Oh god." And it's the reaction you have to your placeholder trying to lock it down for life.
Yeah, bro.
Yikes.
Yeah, he doesn't take all of it well.
You're here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't seem like she's having much of a good time with him anyway.
He doesn't take it very well. He's, actually insane.
Yeah, and he's really shit at the piano. Maybe that was just the stress though, but well, I can't play the piano, but like, I mean, you can tell if someone's good or bad.
Yeah, but I don't like piano, so it's fine.
You don't like
It's
pianists.
stop it. No, I just don't think,
It's like 10-inch pianists.
stop it. No, it's just not music that's appealing to my ears, so I'm not equipped to judge, but I'll take your word for it, he's not a good pianist. In the midst of all of this conversation about their missing friend, they're also trying to get the cops to take seriously the fact that they've been getting phone calls, really weird phone calls. And Barb, bless her heart, she's at the police station, and one of the cops asks for the sorority house's phone number, and she tells him that, the number is full FE. It's a new, what did she call it? A new something? Shit.
Phonetic code, is it?
I forget what she calls it. But,
Stands for fellatio.
yeah, she uses the word fellatio as a reference to give him their phone number, and he totally does not get it. John Saxon gets it, though.
He does. John Saxon knows fellatio.
He does.
You get the
And
phone
it turns
tapped
into a
anyway.
big joke. Fuck, I love Barb's sense of humor.
That's definitely why we love it.
But then the
Operates on
tension,
the same level as us.
exactly. And then the tension is mounting leading into the 3rd act. We get some Christmas carolers at the sorority singing for Jess. And you asked
Which
me
we
if we
don't get
do.
here.
Yeah, you asked me if we do that in Canada.
Yeah, and you immediately pointed out that this is a Canadian movie, so yes.
Canadian movie filmed in Canada.
Take a
But
wild guess.
I feel like caroling in 2025 is not sustainable. When I'm sitting around my house, I am not presentable. Like, I come home and my outside clothes come off and my fucking 15-year-old Toronto Blue Jays jersey goes on, there's holes in it. Right now, I'm wearing my Jaws lounge pants, no
Nice.
bra. In the summer, there's no pants because
I
it's
have
too
my
hot.
Grinch pajamas on.
So, if a group of kids came to my door and knocked on it, I would not open up. But
No.
I feel like that's kind of for 2025, showing up at somebody's house when they're not expecting somebody,
Yeah, fuck
it's
that.
not.
I go to the store and I go to work to speak to people. I don't need it in my own home. I don't
It's
need to be
not
sang to either.
it's I guess, like, the etiquette of it has changed, whereas back in the day, people were more neighborly.
Yeah.
But I did caroling when I was a kid. when I was in Girl Guides, and we did caroling, and it was fun. I like Christmas music, but yeah, I think knocking on somebody's door, but not just knocking on somebody's door, but like a group of 15 people knocking on a door. Most people would be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot, but it's nice to see it in the movie, like, it adds to the Christmas vibe. Again, that's part of my
Yeah.
childhood, so it has a nostalgia factor to it. I think, like, kids born in the '90s or later, they watch a scene like that and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" People showing up at a random house to sing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've reached that age, the back in my day age. That's where I am, and I hate it.
Didn't used to be like this. We used to have rotary phones.
Dude, you don't understand. Like, take me back. I wanna go back. But at this point, most of everybody is dead. Miss Mac is dead. Miss Mac died because she was trying to find her cat, which is like a theme throughout the movie, this cat that wanders around the sorority meowing and nobody can find him, and they're trying to find poor Claude.
Yeah, he gets it killed. It's quite a good kill as well. She gets hooked after
Yeah,
spotting Claire's body.
a really good kill. Barb is stabbed after having been put to bed because she had way too many to drink. Barb is stabbed.
She gets a wish for a stranger in her bed, but
Yeah,
he has different
it's not the
priorities.
stranger she wanted.
Stranger danger, this one. Gets taken out.
Right? Phil is dead. We're really just left with Jess at the end, and the police are furiously trying to trace these phone calls that she's getting because they do think that it might have something to do with what happened to Claire, the virgin.
Yeah, we see the whole process behind the wiretapping and how they're trying to trace the call, which I didn't really like on the rewatch. I feel like there's a few scenes, especially the John Saxon police stuff, that pad this movie out a little bit. And it's all just to build to the calls that are coming from inside the house bit, which works fine on its own.
There are some episodes that could there
Some
are some
episodes.
shut up. There are some scenes that could have been edited out. The switchboard scenes I kind of enjoy just because I'm a big fan of anything in a movie where they show the difference in time periods. Switchboards do not exist anymore. So I kind of love that element just because it I don't know. I'm if I could be like transported in some way back to the 80s, like I would sell my soul to the devil for that. I'm as much as I use technology, like I'm on social media and all of that, I just long for a simpler time. I really feel bad for kids that are coming up now because their childhood is
It's
centered
crazy.
around an iPad, whereas I spent my entire childhood outside. Just things that, from a bygone era that I long for. Because I mean, number 1, the human race is cooked.
Totally.
The planet is cooked. Just everything is such a shit show. And yeah, simpler times, happier times.
Bring back switchboards.
Dated technology, it's always kind of fun to see. I watch a lot of older movies and stuff like that, so when I see that kind of stuff, I don't know, it's something that fascinates me. I don't wanna use the word period movie, but I mean, it kind of is at this
Yeah, in a
point,
way they are.
in a way.
After so many decades.
By
It's
the
it's
way,
what, 51 years old now?
yeah, it's a long time, it's like half a century.
The Mariana of slasher movies.
Fuck you.
Well,
I'm not half a century old yet, calm down. By the way, the joke that she made about fellatio, she called it an exchange.
an exchange. Well, it's
Yeah.
true.
She's like, "Well, no, not the act, weirdo." No,
Give you some saliva, I give you something else.
when he asked her their number, she's like, "Oh, it's a new exchange." I don't understand the lingo, but yeah, it's a new exchange, FE, fellatio.
Peak.
Somebody over 50, please let us know what that means, or maybe I'll Google it if I feel like it. But
But they do
anyways,
trace the coast to inside the house.
back to Jess who's alone, and they trace the calls. They're coming from inside the house.
Dun dun
And
dun.
John Saxon is trying to reach the police officer that he has guarding the house, but his throat's been slashed. Proof that I
He's
guess
dead as
Billy does
fuck.
come out of the house.
Yeah, I mean, unless it
And he
wasn't
didn't move the
Billy.
body. He left the body in the car.
I mean, it could also be the second killer, the potential second killer that we have, which would be
Could be.
Peter.
Look, I
Do you not buy that?
I don't know.
Do you still think he's a red herring?
The ending is where things get muddy for me. So Saxon has his deputy at the police station. call Jess at the sorority house to tell her to leave the house immediately, but he tells his deputy, under no circumstances do you tell her that the calls are coming from inside the house. So this
So what
deputy
does he do?
calls Jess, he tells her to leave, but she doesn't wanna leave Barb and Phil, who she thinks are both still alive. She assumes they're both still alive. So this deputy is having trouble getting her to leave the house, and finally, he tells her that the calls are coming from inside the house, which I'm sorry, she's being really fucking difficult.
Yeah. Gotta
She's
get her
not
out of there somehow.
well, that's it.
But it also doesn't work because she just continues searching the house after that point.
She decide and he's telling her, "Whatever you do, do not go upstairs." So what does she do?
She
She
goes
goes
upstairs.
upstairs.
It's a slasher movie, she has to.
It is,
Just
you
ask
know
Sydney Prescott.
I was gonna say, she's the one that Sydney Prescott was talking about, except she's not blonde, but she's got big boobs.
Oh,
Even
yeah?
though they try to hide it under this, like, really cute sweater. She's got nice little they're there, they're big.
Oh, yeah, Olivia Hussey.
Respect. So she goes upstairs, and that's when we get into the 3rd act, and while Billy doesn't reveal himself in the full sense,
Yeah, he's kind of like a hidden presence the whole time.
he's
We hear him.
revealed himself to her. Like, she now kind of fully understands what's going on after finding her friends, and so she ends up in the basement. She's hiding, and as she's hiding, Peter comes to the basement window, and he's knocking, and then finally he breaks the window and comes in, and we don't really see the exchange between them.
Yeah, but there's a confrontation, but we don't see it. We cut away to the police arriving and basically rushing into the house.
Peter was a suspect earlier in the movie, but Jess very quickly shut that down. That's not possible. He was in the house when I got a phone call. Well, not just in the house, like she was with him. So couldn't have been him unless, you have 2 killers, but we don't. I don't anyways, the end is so muddy because we leave Jess and Peter, but then when we come back, Peter's dead and Jess
Yeah.
is like barely conscious.
And Jess killed him with a fire poker.
I don't think
You don't think Jess did it?
I think she did.
Okay.
I don't think Peter was the killer because
Do you think he, like, attacked her? Like, tried to become a killer at that point?
I don't think so.
Or she just, like, assumed he was the attacker and just bludgeoned him at that point?
I think well, he says it when he comes into the basement. I heard screaming and the doors are locked, if I'm not mistaken. Does he not say that or something to that effect?
Yeah, something like that. He was also loitering outside the house earlier, before we know that the cop's dead.
Again, like, I guess the basis for my argument is that when she was getting a harassing phone call, he was right behind her.
Yeah.
And this isn't 1996. This isn't Scream. There aren't 2 killers operating in tandem to throw us off the scent. That's my opinion. Look,
Okay.
you can interpret it however you choose. I interpret it as Billy's the killer. He's the only killer, but
Apart from that one teen girl, which is unrelated, I guess, to the main plot.
I guess I don't know. And isn't that part of the fun when you
Yeah.
have a conversation about movies like this is you get everybody's different take? My take is that she killed Peter mistakenly. I am not a fan of Peter. I don't think he was a killer. Billy is not the red herring. That's one thing that like, Billy's the one that's, on the phone. He's kind of singing, kind of laughing, kind of threatening, and you hear his voice in the attic when he's rocking Claire in the rocking chair. I don't know. So, the alternative way to interpret this is that Peter's the killer. He's placing all the bodies in the attic with Billy, and
No.
Billy is just completely unbothered.
Well, not really. I mean, they could both be killing.
They
I mean,
could.
I don't think that's the scenario that people are imagining.
I think she killed him in a panic,
Yeah.
but the camera cuts away, like I said, so I don't know if he attacked her.
And their killer and he's dead and his case closed, so
We're about to see like, I know dumb police officers are a trope in horror, but we are about to see
it's like a whole team of doofies.
what I think is probably the dumbest of the dumb. This is like rock bottom when it comes to police officers in horror movies.
Yeah.
So, yes, for them, it's case closed. Jess is in a state, so somebody, presumably a doctor puts her in her bed and administers
Sedative, yeah.
a sedative, and John Saxon wants to talk to her. And I guess it's the doctor or maybe it's another police officer who informs him, "Well, she's been sedated and, she won't be able to talk to you for at least 4 hours." Or no, she won't wake up for at least 4 hours, but even when she wakes up, she'll be groggy.
Yeah, yeah.
So Saxon decides at somebody else's recommendation that it's best for him to just come back tomorrow. So Jess is in her bed asleep, not just asleep, sedated. There's nobody else in the house
Yeah, they
except for Billy.
decide to leave her alone. Claire's dad was there as well, he passed out, so they took him to the hospital and decided, "Oh, we'll just leave her in the bed in this murder house alone, where we haven't looked around the entire house." They still haven't checked the attic at this point. Like, oh, like, there's bodies all over the place, but, like, there's no assumption that maybe the bodies that we haven't found could be up there.
Yeah.
Let's not check.
They don't secure the house. They don't find Miss
Let's just
Mac
leave.
and Claire and all the bodies that are up in the attic.
Let's just get the fuck out
Billy
of
is
there.
still in the attic, so they didn't search the house. They leave her to sleep in this, I like the way you put it, this murder house.
Yeah.
A massacre has just occurred, and they decide the best place for her to rest is in this house. Like, you couldn't take her to a hotel, anywhere
Yes.
else.
Yes, take us somewhere else like that.
They do mention that her parents are on the way and will be there the next day.
It's crazy though. Like she's been through all this. She's been sedated. She's in the bed, and they're like, "Oh, that's fine." But this one guy passes out. Like we gotta get this guy to the hospital,
Not just that,
but they
like,
leave her
she's alone and she's sedated. When she wakes up,
if she wakes up because Billy's can do what the
yes,
fuck he wants now.
if she wakes up, will she not be traumatized?
She's certainly
Both by the fact
confused.
both by the events of the night before, but also the fact that she's waking up and she's still in this house. If
Yeah,
that was me, I would just have a full on fucking crash out panic attack.
yeah, she's not gonna know what the fuck's going on.
And the best part about it is there's nobody else in the house to calm her, to soothe her, to reassure her when she wakes up.
Maybe
There's a
Billy
police
will.
officer, but he's outside, and we hear Billy. He's humming, he's singing. And if he does attack Jess because she's sedated, she's not gonna scream. So,
Yeah,
yeah, as you said, he gets to do what
she's
he
screwed.
wants. They've literally handed Jess to Billy on a silver platter. "Here you go, dude."
Finish her.
He could, like, take his time with her. He could completely dismember her limb from limb. Like, it's so wild to me. So, yeah, the fact that they don't find Billy, they assume it's Peter, don't find other bodies in the house, especially when they realize, even if they assume that Peter's the killer, Claire is still missing. So then the assumption is that Claire is also dead. Why would you not look for her body? It's just so weird.
Yeah.
When they have the search party in the park, they have scent dogs. Why not bring scent dogs to the house? Fucking take you up to the attic real quick so you can find everybody. It's so stupid.
Here, but at least we get a really great closing shot. The camera zooms out from Claire's corpse at the window, and then we get a full shot of the house. For me, that's one of my favorite closing shots.
The cinematography is really good. Again,
It's not, yeah, it's not showy or anything, but just the way that they've shot it is really good. Similar to how Halloween does it.
yep.
But
Except
it's
it's
simple, but
Christmassy.
it works. Yeah, it's Christmassy, whereas Halloween's like Halloweeny.
It's 5 stars for me. That ending has always been weird. Let's leave this traumatized surviving girl in the house with the killer that we did not manage to find.
Yeah,
Like,
see
what?
what happens.
So I know there's also a lot of debate about Jess's fate. Look, I think she's dead.
Okay.
Wait, he's just gonna let her sleep? He's
Well, we
decided
don't
he's
know.
done?
We don't know. It's open ended. Maybe.
But
I like
also,
the idea of Jess still being alive.
so do I. Like, I like her as a final girl,
I think there was a
and
fan film that sort of was a sequel to this, and I can't remember whether Jess was alive or dead in that.
I love
Not that
Olivia
it's
Hussey.
canon.
She does such a good job in this movie.
Yeah, great final girl, maybe,
There's a difference between what you want
or what you
to be
think.
the truth or what you want to be the outcome and what rationally is the outcome. And rationally,
When have I ever been irrational?
listen, I want her to be alive, but there's nothing standing between her and Billy. There's this cop outside. One could argue that he should be inside the house, but
Yeah, I mean, being stationed outside wasn't the right way to do it with the first guy, apparently.
well, they did it in Scream 4 too. Like, what are you
Yeah.
gonna if you're
Fuck
watching
Bruce
somebody
Willis.
in a house? Oh god. If you're watching somebody in a house because you're worried that they're gonna be attacked or whatever, What the fuck does sitting outside the house accomplish? Do you think
It's
that the
cozy in that car.
killer is gonna walk up to the front door and ring the fucking doorbell?
Yeah, it's gonna take the scenic route to Jess's
Like,
bed.
it's that in itself is a bit of an asinine scene, and you see that quite a few movies. It's like, I'm guarding this person, but you're not. There are, like, multiple ways to get into somebody's house, especially if we're talking about a horror movie, like, again, killer's not gonna walk up to the front door. Oh, I don't see what and sitting outside, by the way, in a marked police car in your uniform, it's not incognito at all. It's silly.
Okay, so maybe it has a final go, maybe it doesn't.
I hope it does.
You know what does have a final go though? The remake. Should we talk about that?
The remake,
Very different.
the first remake, very different in a lot of ways that I do like,
Yeah,
very
there's
different in a few ways that I don't like.
there's a big old backstory with Billy that goes in some well interesting directions, and there's a lot more gore,
Well, that's something that I
a
think
lot of
it's important.
silliness.
I think that's something that's vital to the original movie. We don't get any backstory on Billy. We don't learn anything. The only reason we know his name is because he says it on the phone.
Yeah.
Like,
Whereas in the remake, Billy is a
fleshed
developed
out character.
character. He has a backstory with a dad that gets murdered.
Oh my god.
He has jaundice, so yellow like a fucking Simpsons character in real life. And yeah, he has a mother that has a drunken boyfriend who I guess gets a bad case of whiskey dick.
Yeah.
And she decides that the proper thing to do at that point is to have incestuous sex with Billy, who is like a teenager at this stage.
Yeah.
And it's a choice. Hasn't aged well, I think.
It's a creative choice that I don't like because it's not just incest, it's rape.
Yeah, incestuous rape that results in a raped baby.
I don't mind dark themes, but the slasher genre to me has always been the most lighthearted. The most like, it's for me, it's the genre that's the subgenre that's the most fun.
Yeah,
And so themes of incest and rape, and I can draw a correlation between this and Rob Zombie's Halloween, where in the first movie, we get this killer. He's just killing. He's a killing machine. We don't know why. We don't care why. Because you know what? It's scarier not to know why, at least in my opinion. It adds to the level of mystery in a movie. And then you get these creators that come along and they want to fucking do a remake and they want to flesh out this character. I don't want you to flesh out this character. I don't care. I don't care that Billy has jaundice. I don't and
why does he need to have jaundice? I don't get it.
the thing that gets me about this movie is it is so fun.
It is fun.
Like, big picture, the whole movie, remove the rape and incest storyline, and this movie is so much fun.
Yeah, it's just like a proud, dumb slasher movie.
It is.
There's no real depth outside of the backstory part, but
So why
it still
would you
works.
take this fun movie and inject it with themes like rape and incest? That's the problem I have with this movie. Otherwise, I really do love it. It is a lot of fun. I don't know why they had to make those creative changes. Maybe they were trying to stay on track with the abortion story in the first one, which at the time, very shocking to audiences and critics alike. So maybe they thought, well,
Let's
abortion
have
isn't
our own shock
taboo
factor.
anymore. I don't like it.
No, no.
I would have just preferred
Just give us
Billy,
the sorority house slasher.
because we are back in a sorority house on Christmas, and I will say the Christmas vibes in this movie match the original.
Yeah, they're also on point. It's lots of green and red lights,
Yep, all the
trees.
colors. Color lights, trees,
The,
tinsel.
the music is on point as well. Very festive music.
Yep, and yeah, we learned that Billy killed his family on Christmas. So I guess
So
the cliff's notes to his backstory is that he witnessed his mother and stepfather. Well, his mother and her boyfriend at the time. He witnessed them killing his dad, and they know that he witnessed it. So he gets punished by being locked in the attic. Mom doesn't even consider him her real child, anyways. So
it's like Bart's brother in that one Simpsons episode, and he's even the same color.
Hugo, he's Hugo.
Yeah, it's Hugo.
But, I don't know if it's because of the jaundice. I don't know why, but she does not consider him her real child. Wants a new one with the boyfriend who is now the stepfather, and yeah, whiskey dick is a perfect way to put it.
Yeah, so she subs Billy in.
So she taps Billy in and, conceives a child that is Billy's sister and daughter
And replacement.
and replacement. Agnes, mom and stepdad love Agnes. She's treated like the golden child. So I don't know. Based on this scene that we saw, Agnes was maybe 12 years old.
Yes, around that sort of age, I'd say.
We'll call her 12 when Billy finally fucking snaps and he kills his mom, he kills his stepdad, and he gouges out Agnes's eyes. But Agnes survives.
Yeah, like, it's almost as if what his mum did messed him up a bit, you know?
Yeah.
But he gets arrested,
They make him sympathetic,
institutionalized.
and that's what I don't like. I don't wanna sympathize.
You can't really retain the sympathy for him anyway when he gets out because at that point he's just attacking innocent people as it is. I mean, they're
Horror
kind of bitchy, some of
fans
them.
horror
It's
fans
kind of
root for
arbitrary.
villains anyways. Like, when
Yeah,
we go to the movies, we're cheering Michael and Jason and Freddy and Chucky and Ghostface on. We're team we're we're always on the side of the person doing all the killing. So we don't need to sympathize with them. We're already big fans. It's not like we're hate watching. We watch because we love these characters.
no,
I do feel bad for what Billy went through. I don't know why he's yellow all of a sudden. Just some
yeah,
creative choices. I understand when you do a remake, you do need to add like something of your own. Otherwise, it ends up being a shot for shot, word for word remake like Psycho.
yeah. You just don't need a slasher killer that looks like he just stepped out of Sin City or something.
I mean, the good thing about remaking a movie that's so old, because what, it was done in 2006, so
It's a 32-year-old movie
it
at
was a
that point.
32-year-old movie. You're already gonna have differences. The original movie, obviously, there's no cell phones. They have a house phone, they have a landline. 2006, all these girls have cell phones, and the killer is calling our final girl on her cell phone constantly throughout the movie from the devices of the girls that he's already killed.
Yeah, which is a nice touch. Bit of a spin. Like, mix it up like that, not with the backstory, is what we're saying.
Thank you. I love how you always get what I'm saying. That's exactly it.
I'm used to you net right now, you know. I can
Little
I can
changes
speak Marianne,
little
interpret it.
little changes like that are nice, and they're necessary in a modern movie, but the family thing was too much. We're, like, on the same page as usual.
Got a
So,
great little
Billy,
got a great little cast though.
yes. Oh my god. This movie makes me yearn so hard for what could have been in terms of the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, because I love Katie Cassidy. I love her.
Yeah. And she gets to be a final girl in this one, which I think is a rarity for her.
It is. I wish she was in more horror.
Yeah, she does
I
like
feel like
more
we
crime
fumbled.
thriller stuff.
Yeah, I feel like we fumbled a, like, really iconic final girl, and I wanna say, like, in the early 2000s, because that's when she did the bulk of her horror movies.
Yeah, so
Early to
mid
like, 2000s to 2010s. I feel like that was a huge fumble. First of all, her scream is god tier. She's beautiful, she's stunning, goes without saying, and she's a good actress. I
Mhm.
just and I love that she gets to survive in this movie, but every time I watch it, I get a little twinge of like, "Oh, nightmare." We got stuck with Rooney Mara, who looked like she didn't even give a shit to be there when we could have had
Well,
Katie
she didn't.
Cassidy. No. So,
But yeah, this movie also has Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Michelle Trachtenberg, R.I.P.
Lacey Chabert
She of all
and
those Christmas movies.
yes,
It's one of the first ones, technically.
right? And
Not quite Hallmark though.
the best part for fans of the OG is we have Andrea Martin back. She
Who
is
played Phil in the original, right?
yeah, she played Phil in the original, and she is now Miss Mac.
Miss Mack, who is also named Barb,
Yes.
which is like nice callback. So it's like a double callback there with Miss Mack. She's no longer
I
Mrs. Mack though.
hang
What?
on, I need to check something.
Are you fact checking me? The character's name is Barb
Yeah,
slash Miss Mack.
I'm
What are you checking? Should have done this before the episode.
she was named Barbara in the first one too. I had a feeling.
What, Miss Mack?
Yeah, Miss Barbara McHenry.
Damn,
Miss
so
Mac.
we had two Bobs in the OG and only
We
one in this one. What a downgrade.
She's Barbara in the first one.
Mm.
It's not really a consolidation of two characters because I do feel like we have a Barb character in this movie, even though her name isn't Barb, her name is Lauren,
Laura.
but she's the one that gets so
She,
drunk that she needs to be put to bed.
Yeah, and she throws up a bunch, which I don't think Barb did in the OG, right? Like, Barb handled her liquor a lot better, and she was a bit funnier with it. Lawrence just wrecked.
In the original, she just, like, roasted everybody constantly. I love it. She roasted the virgin at the beginning, but
Whereas in this movie, all the characters are kind of bitchy, whether they're drunk or not, which I
they are.
enjoy.
But Lauren definitely
She gets a bit,
definitely plays the Barb character.
yeah, and she gives this franchise the one flash of nudity that it has when she goes for a shower, because Michelle Trachtenberg tells her that she smells. She goes for a shower. We get butt and side boob as
We
Billy
do.
watches. No, as Agnes watches from the floorboards. It's not Billy at this point.
Yes, it's Agnes. It's
This
something else that I
movie,
don't like.
this movie has two killers. It's clear from the start.
Yes. What we learn at the start is that Billy has escaped. He's been in a sanatorium since the Christmas that he killed his family and disfigured Agnes.
Yeah.
And he escapes.
Yeah,
And
it does a
Agnes,
nice little diversion to escape as well.
yeah, nice little diversion, kills the guard with a sharpened candy cane and escapes.
Merry Christmas.
And we learned somewhere else in the movie that Agnes had been in a psychiatric hospital and she escaped as well. It's a lot of escaping. This town is kind of
Yeah.
loosey goosey with their security.
Yeah, so at the outset of the main slasher plot, Agnes is basically the Billy role from the OG. She's staying
Agnes
in
is
the
the
house.
one living in the
Yeah.
attic.
Whereas Billy, I guess, is on his way. He's doing his whole Michael Myers routine.
Yeah. He's trying to find
Maybe
a car.
somebody gave him lessons, all that.
He's making his way home.
So Agnes is kind of the heavy lifter, really, in this movie. Girl power again. How about that?
She She is, but so the dark themes aside, the ones that we talked about earlier, the thing I don't like about Agnes is you're introducing a whole new character into the lore. And look, I get it that at this point Black Christmas wasn't a franchise, it was just a standalone movie. But you're just introducing a character that didn't fucking exist. Like talk about creative liberties. Where the fuck did she come from? It's like, could you imagine a fucking I don't know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out and like, "Oh, this is Bubba's sister." What?
And we had that. Didn't
Did he have a
something like that
sister?
happen in Leatherface, the third one? There's a little girl. I can't remember what her exact relation was to Bubba.
Well, I guess Texas Chainsaw 3D, if Heather is his cousin.
Yeah. So it's happened a couple of times, I guess. It's a bad example you came up with there.
I okay, fine. I can't use Michael Myers, like Jason, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter, just I guess
Yeah, I
adding a
like this movie, but
character to a story that is so iconic, that to me feels like a creative liberty that I would not take. It feels like you're overstepping.
yeah, it's one of the flaws that this movie has. It kind of overcomplicates the source material a bit when it doesn't really need to. It has the basis for a pretty simple slasher movie already with what's happening with the sorority sisters. It's just,
Thankfully, it doesn't take up a lot of time.
yeah, most of the movie is still just sorority sisters being killed and getting
And
getting the phone calls.
we do get callbacks. With Andrea Martin, we see the crystal unicorn that Lauren does end up getting stabbed with. A few of them get stabbed with it. There's a lot of fun fan service in this movie. Thank God that for me, the good outweighs the bad because it is fun. The kills are good.
Yeah, there's a lot of eye gouging in this one.
There is a lot of eye gouging. Miss Mac dies when an icicle falls, and
Yeah, like they go out to start the car after they realize a bunch of people are dead because they find I think at the same time they find Lacey Chabot's character dead, right, in the crawl space. She gets
uh
killed, and they go to leave. They find that another character has been decapitated.
yes, they find Eve's head in her car. At
They
this
have a little
point,
crisis meeting and
At this
can't
point,
decide.
the girl that died at the beginning, whose name is Claire, same name as the Virgin in the first movie.
She's
At
still
this
in the
point,
attic.
her sister has showed up, her older sister, who I guess
Kristen Clock
replaces
from
the
Final
dad
Destination.
character from the first movie. But she's here, she's looking for her sister, and yeah, when things kind of start to go awry and girls start to go missing, which I think Lacey Chabert's death is really the catalyst for that because she's going for the breaker because the power's gone out. And when she doesn't come back, that's when they kind of realize and go looking and find her body. And that's
Find
when
ahead.
things get really chaotic. They see this girl, Eve's car, and she was supposed to have left already. She was supposed to have gone back home. They open the door and there's her head, so they all run inside the house and they're trying to figure out, should we stay? Should we go? There's a massive storm outside. And finally, Miss Mac decides to leave with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I don't know her character's name.
Heather.
Heather, but they decide to leave together, and Heather is killed in the car as it warms up while Miss Mac is outside scraping the ice and snow off the car.
Yeah, and as you say, she gets taken out just by falling ice. She sees Heather get killed, backs away, and this ice just falls and kills her. Like Billy or Agnes had nothing to do with that. She was just unlucky.
I have to say that is a fear of mine. The icicle thing,
The icicle
like,
will get you.
no, but you don't understand. We have them on so many buildings and yeah,
I
no.
believe it.
I when I went to the movie the other night, I walked past a building and there was a big sign out front that says, "Beware of falling ice." And I'm just like, "Wow, wait, something had to have happened if there's a sign. If there's a sign, there's a precedent for that sign." And I got really freaked out.
Someone's been fucking speared here.
Well,
The
I don't
original Andrea
I don't
Martin.
think it could kill you. It would have to be really sharp to kill you. But in terms of a movie
Yeah, it'd have
with,
to be really
movie
sharp, and
logic,
it'd have to also have to be really big and heavy,
yeah,
like to drive through your skull. Which, yeah, maybe she had really thin bones. I don't know, because
no, look,
the ice has no trouble with her.
it's movie logic, and for the purposes of a movie, it's a really cool kill. And the gore in this movie is pretty good too. You get some good effects. But Miss Mac is dead, and now there's what, like 4 of them left?
Yeah, Michelle
There's
Trachtenberg's
Kelly,
character is still alive at this point. She
Michelle
gets
Trachtenberg, yeah, she's up with Lauren in her room.
Yeah, but she gets taken out by Agnes.
Her and Lauren do in the same scene pretty much.
Gets the back of her skull caved in, and then Lauren gets her own visitor in the bed,
Yep.
gets her eyes gouged out. And I think at that point,
We're left with just Kelly and
and
Claire's
Lee,
sister, Lee. But yeah, they have a really nice, well, no, actually that's not true. It's not just Kelly and Lee.
who else is it? Oh,
Kelly
we've
and
got
Lee,
the guy,
yeah,
Oliver Hudson's character.
Kelly and Lee are then joined by Kelly's, I guess it's now ex-boyfriend. At the beginning of the movie, she had a boyfriend that she seemed really into until she found a video of him that has been uploaded to the internet, and it's a video of him having sex with one of her sorority sisters, which he insists he did not upload to the internet. He said that somebody stole them
Yeah, and
and uploaded them.
this other sorority sister, I forget her name, but she also got killed.
Yes. But he insists he didn't upload them, but doesn't matter. The whole house tells him to get the fuck out. They all tell him he's a douchebag. He likes to call them bitches too.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck all you bitches" when he leaves. Like, damn,
He does make a point of saying
man.
that he is a townie. So he's grown up in this town.
Yeah,
And
and his specialty is apparently sleeping with sorority sisters.
well,
But no,
not necessarily.
God, I see the things you do for other people.
Does say that he is the Billy lore frustrates him because he feels like a lot of people have elevated him to this icon status and that most of these people aren't from this town. And as an example, this group of girls, every year they do a secret Santa. So they pull names out of a hat and Billy's name is in the hat.
Yeah,
So
gets a present every year, bless him.
one of these girls every single year has to buy a gift for Billy. And I mean, I kind of have to agree. This horrible thing happened. It's tragic. And years later, you have these airhead fucking sorority sisters that just put
To make a joke of it.
a gift under a tree, yeah, for a serial killer. I could see his point of view. Every time I watch this movie, I feel myself trying to decide if he's a douchebag or not.
I definitely think he's a douchebag.
I guess he's a douchebag for not telling Kelly that he had had sex with one of her sorority sisters. There's no question
Yeah,
about that. If these videos were in fact stolen from him, I don't know. We don't really get that fleshed out. There's a few moments, like at the beginning after she gets out of his car and he answers his phone. There's an ominous vibe of like, wait a minute, who's on the phone? All of a sudden his face changes. But he does return to the house because Kelly texted him after the majority of them have been killed. It's just Kelly and Lee left, but he comes back.
and they
And he
actually go
kind
to
of
the
redeems
attic.
himself because he does try to help, and
It doesn't go well though. He wants to leave, but they insist on searching the house for the others, or at least remaining in the house. They end up going in the attic.
well, they're not looking for the others, they're looking for Claire.
Yeah,
Lee has stated multiple times that she is not leaving, and I get it. Like, these bodies are turning up, and if there's a chance that your sister's still alive, I get it.
Yeah. But he's
But
not for that. He wants to leave, but he caves in. They
he
go in the
wants to
attic.
leave, and I mean, it should be pointed out that he is 100% right.
He is, you know, yeah, he's thinking logically, but he does capitulate and they do go in the attic. They do find Claire, who's
And
not doing well.
she's dead. She's sitting in a rocking chair with a bag over her head. He did
Yeah.
suffocate her. The bag
Yeah.
makes quite a few appearances in this movie. Billy in the scene, the flashback scene where he kills his mom and stepdad and attacks Agnes. Before he attacks Agnes, he puts a plastic bag over her head. But in this movie, it's not like it's used as a suffocation tool. He appears to use it more to blind his victims.
Yeah.
Like put the bag over their head so that they're disoriented.
And then he starts stabbing,
Bag and then stab, stab, stab. Except with Claire. She
which was
she
Agnes
got
anyway.
suffocated. And she's in this chair and Lee sees her and well, it's over for I don't even know his name.
Yeah, I just know it's Oliver Hudson,
Kevin?
the actor.
It's Goldie Hawn's son, everybody.
Oh yeah, happy for him.
His mom is Goldie Hawn, his sister is Kate Hudson.
Oh, this law.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't connect him to any of that. I knew that Goldie Hawn was Kate Hudson's mum, but I didn't
Yeah,
know
no,
Oliver Hudson was related to those two. The more you
that's
know. But he gets killed anyway.
he gets killed after he suggested they leave. I really hate, like,
Okay.
douchebag character or not, I really hate seeing that. I hate seeing the person who exhibits the slightest shred of common sense.
Yeah, they get dragged into the situation anyway, and
Yeah,
then
they
they're
get
the one that
overruled
dies.
and then they die. Like, that's I hate that so much.
Like he could have been back in town drinking
Yeah,
beer or something.
but
Sex
there's
with
an
Kelly.
right? There's a nice little chase/fight sequence in the attic between Lee and Kelly and Agnes.
Yeah, and Lee falls through the floor.
Lee is incapacitated
Kelly ends up
momentarily.
like in the gap between the walls.
Yeah, leaving Kelly alone, and this is when Billy makes his entrance. He's arrived. Took him a while, but
Okay,
he's finally home.
now the team up begins. I mean, most of the work's already done.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
like
really a
it's
team
like
up.
yeah, it's like me showing up on Christmas Day to eat the meal that everyone else has prepared. That's Billy in this movie.
There's not much heavy lifting for Kelly or Lee either because the 3rd act ends with well, it doesn't really end because we get more in the hospital, but the scene at the house ends with Lee and Kelly running out. It's not they don't kill either of them. The house is just caught on fire
Yeah,
in
Candle
the
gets knocked
scuffle.
over and everything
Candle gets
burns.
knocked over onto some wrapping paper. It's an old house, so it goes up like a tinder box, and Kelly and Lee run out the front door, leaving Billy and Agnes to cook,
Hell yeah. Victor Crowley time.
right? And then they're in the hospital and everything's okay. Yeah, there's a
Except that
really
it's
nice
not.
scene. It's a cute scene where Lee, I guess somehow she managed to salvage her Christmas present from the house, the one that Claire had gotten her.
Yeah.
And she decides to open it with Lee. She gets a nice watch, just as Kelly is wheeled away to X-ray. And well, you can see where this is going.
Yeah. They're
R.I.P.
separated.
Lee. Billy and Agnes have shown up at the hospital. First, they ambush this medical examiner in the morgue, and then they
Yeah.
find their way to Lee. But the
She gets
ending,
done away with.
I have to say, the ending is really dope, I think, because after a nice little chase scene and after a callback to the iconic Jill Roberts with the defibrillator,
No, it's not really a callback. This happened first.
whatever. It's okay, you're right. Jill Roberts, we get a Jill Roberts moment with the defibrillator and
Poor Agnes. Just taken out.
Kelly clears Agnes.
Not that word.
Kinda like how fucking Gail clears Jill. Not
Oh,
Gail.
Sydney cleared
Sydney
her.
clears Jill.
Gail just said the line.
Yeah, Gail said the line. So I guess they both cleared her. They double team cleared her.
She got double cleared. Still hurts.
But,
Fuck
yeah,
Agnes though.
a nice little chase and fight scene where Agnes is yeah, Agnes died. I
Yeah.
guess we're supposed to believe that Agnes dies after being defibrillated.
Yeah, she's not as tough as Jill, so
And then her chase scene continues through the hospital halls with Billy on her tail, and she finally gets the upper hand and kills him by throwing him over a railing, and he ends up impaled on a Christmas tree.
yeah, falls between two flights of stairs and gets a really gnarly death. Guts and everything.
It's a great for me, it's a very memorable kill scene in terms of, like Final Girls killing the villain in a movie.
Yeah, it's
It's a good one and it's a fitting one. It's appropriate for the theme.
yeah, it's a great way to end it. I mean, that whole segment, and kind of like the rest of the movie, it's messy. It doesn't really make any sense how we get there, but it's worth it. And we get Katie Cassidy, the final girl.
It doesn't make any sense, but it's fun nonetheless. And I guess this movie is 4 stars for me.
Okay, for me, it's 3 stars. Like, I wouldn't say it's a good movie. It's just a fun, crazy one
I
with
feel like they could
just a
have
few missteps.
yeah, I feel like they could have really improved upon it by tweaking the killer aspect.
Yeah, just
The
simplify it
backstory,
really.
the introduction of Agnes, like, there were a lot of missteps when it came to them addressing the killer and how they were gonna go about portraying the killer and fleshing him out.
Yeah, just have
The
one killer.
rest, the actresses, the girls, the house, the vibes, the Christmas atmosphere,
The cast is so good for the
all of that is
2000s
just
era.
spot fucking on, spot on. So I just deduct a star for the killer aspect. You get some good kills, you know, the chase and fight scenes are good.
Yeah,
It's
there's an
just
upside to it.
I don't give a shit about Agnes.
Like, who cares? We have a billion on Agnes, whoever she is. It's
When
like,
I went to see this movie, I wasn't going to hear about Agnes's story, like, I don't care.
yeah, we don't care about Incest Girl.
Okay, let's I don't wanna make light of it because it's, like, serious subject matter, and this is part of the problem.
Yeah, because it's a light slasher movie with a serious subplot.
And the second we have to wade into the rape/incest territory, the conversation takes a different tone, one that I don't want to engage in. We're just here to have fun.
Did you ever watch that movie Savage Grace with Julianne Moore?
I didn't. Is that rapey
That's
and incesty?
yeah,
Oh god.
like I think it's based on like a true story as well. Makes it even weirder. But
Yeah.
that was a really awful and unpleasant movie to sit through. So don't watch that one if you didn't like Black Christmas 2006
For me, there's a time and a place.
for incest. It's called Alabama.
Whoa. At least with some movies, I know what I'm getting into. When I watch I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah, or Last House on the Left. If contextually it makes sense, then you can tolerate it more. In this movie, it doesn't really need to be there. And also, if you're going to see this movie in 2006, you're going to see a Christmas slasher movie. You're not going into the theater expecting a fucking incest subplot. Like, what are we doing, guys? The director never made another movie, by the way.
Mix that subplot. Why would you mix it? It's like oil and water.
Yeah.
You can't say, "I want the audience to have fun with this movie," and have rape and incest be a part of the subplot.
Yeah, it's icky.
They're not bedfellows at all.
Yeah, it doesn't fit with the tone. Even the way it's presented is weird. It's like, do the people that made the movie take incest and rape seriously themselves? So, it's that kind of thing. It's just a weird vibe to put in a
Well,
Black
look,
Christmas movie.
we've got a lot of movies in the ether that make incest and rape jokes. I think especially back then, 2006, there's a lot of things that, were allowed then that would not fucking work today.
Yeah,
So, maybe at the time, people thought it was funny, I don't know. The consensus that we would get from looking online in, say, 2006 would be coming primarily from critics, not from just your average movie-going public.
we like the movie overall.
There's just a bit of,
Just not
like,
perfect.
a stain on it. It's not so egregious, like 4 stars. I just deduct 1 star for all that mess. It's not
You know,
enough to ruin the movie for me.
you know what is egregious though?
I don't wanna do this.
Black Christmas 2019 is
Oh,
egregious.
fuck's sake.
A movie that
And you know
tries very
what?
hard to be like a feminist kind of slasher. It
You
doesn't land.
you're the one who suggested doing Black Christmas this week, and
She's blaming me, guys.
no, listen, can I finish? Wow.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know.
You
Can you
you
finish? I'm kind
you're
of worried where
just
this is going.
you're, like, defensive right off the bat. No, actually, I was gonna blame myself,
Yeah,
fucking
I
ass.
blame you too.
You suggested doing Black Christmas, the OG, and I was the one who suggested, "Hey, why don't we go through all 3?"
You monster.
So this is my fault, but even at the time when I brought it up, I think, like, my initial reaction was like, "Oh god, but that means we have to rewatch 2019?"
Yeah.
Fuck.
Mutual reaction, I think. And
Definitely.
we did rewatch it, you know. We gave this movie a second chance. Didn't get any
Y'all,
better.
y'all, half a star. I try to keep it positive, but you know what? This movie is dog shit.
Yeah, this is one of the rare occasions where we're gonna be talking about a movie that we both hate.
We try to avoid it.
Yeah, we don't wanna be
Just,
miserable, you know?
we don't wanna be miserable. I don't think we're being miserable about this. I think we're just, like, right on the fucking money, accurate with our opinions.
Yeah,
This
we're
movie is
right.
hot dog water. It's an abomination. It's just a cinematic fail all across the board. It fails in acting, writing, story, lacks any kind of respect for the original.
Yeah, just cast it aside. Like, there's a couple of, like, half-assed callbacks, but they themselves aren't even
Insufferable
good.
characters.
The dialogue is oof.
It is, but the worst part for me.
Go. How are you gonna pick out one thing?
No,
Let's
look,
hear it.
it's all bad. But the first thing that I notice is the aesthetic, which
It's
is
bland
Christmas
movie.
lights everywhere, and they're all fucking white.
Yeah, it is a white movie.
It's a
It's not a
what?
black at
Well,
Christmas.
ironically, not when we're talking about the cast. The cast
No,
is
like,
is very diverse.
yeah,
It's
it's just the aesthetic.
it's like they fucking blew their color quota on the cast. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
It's
you call black
div
coats still the grey. This was, like,
It's
worse.
pallid, it's devoid of any color. I hate Christmas trees in a monotone palette. Everything has to match the color of the lights with the color of the balls and the color of this and that and that. All the lights are white. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here.
Give us red, green, and blue lights,
Red, green, blue, yellow, orange, whatever.
some color.
And the big bulbs, those vintage chunky bulbs that I love to see, and tinsel, which, like, now, it's unpopular because the environment, which I care about the environment, but fuck, man, I just use tinsel once a year. Leave me alone. Trees look so sanitized now. Everything has to look perfect and the balls have to be placed exactly the same distance apart. And like, I prefer those trees that are covered in homemade ornaments and old ornaments passed down. I have ornaments that I made as a kid. I have ornaments that my parents got from my grandparents. I have ornaments that I've added over the years. So it's like a mishmash of a million different fucking aesthetics. It's an ADHD tree. It's got Christmas stuff on there. It's got Halloween stuff on there. It's got horror stuff on there. I've got Super Mario ornaments. Like, it's just very much all over the place.
Yeah.
My tree is not for the
Just
timeline. It's for me.
yeah.
Like, and everybody does white lights now. It's so boring. It's vanilla. Like, Christmas is red and green and gold, and
Well, this is a vanilla movie.
it's a vanilla movie.
And it's kind of a movie for the timeline too, because, like, it feels like it's written based off of Twitter talking points
Oh, there's no color.
without much insight either.
We have snow on the ground. That is the only thing. And yeah, when the shots, like, the first 2 movies take place at night. You maybe get a few daytime scenes, but largely these movies take place at night. So the Christmas lights, I think, are highlighted just because of the way the movie is shot.
Yeah.
This movie, there's a lot of outdoor scenes in the day, and there's snow on the ground, so it's just a very white screen, and all the lights are white. It
It's mostly in the day, I think, this movie. There's some indoor shit, but it's mostly daytime scenes.
it's one color, it's one note, it's boring and ugly, and, like, you could tell me that this movie takes place on February 23rd, and I would not fucking know the difference. I do not feel the Christmas cheer.
Well, there's the little Mean Girls-esque performance of a song about Imogen Poots' character being sexually assaulted.
Oh god.
Remember that? What a hit.
I don't use the word hate very often, but I hate this fucking movie. I hate it, and I'm never gonna fucking watch it again.
Yeah, I think twice is enough for me. I mean, once was enough, really, but we had to do it for the podcast.
Because yes, what's her name? Riley.
Riley's her name, yeah.
Our final girl or whatever, I can't stand her. I can't stand any of them. But the main one, Riley, it's implied that she was raped or date raped. And then it's confirmed that she was at a fraternity party, and her friends get up on stage at the very fraternity that she was assaulted in. dressed in this is where I was confused.
Skimpy Santa dresses.
They're dressed like the plastics in Mean Girls when they do
Yeah.
their Jingle Bell Rock scene. It's suggestive. And before they start singing, that's where you think this is going. I thought they were gonna be reenacting the scene from Mean Girls. And then they start singing about date rape.
Everything about the movie is heavy-handed.
It's heavy on the essay, and I don't think is it appropriate. It plays a big role in this movie. I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil it because I don't even wanna spend a lot of time talking about this piece of
Yeah,
shit.
we can talk about what it is.
There's no human killer, really, it's all supernatural. One of the girls in this sorority, she's a little activist, and she's always having petitions signed, and one of her previous petitions was to have the bust of the school's founder removed from some public place on campus, and it ended up in this fraternity's basement, and they realized that it would, like, bleed, but this black stuff, and they decided to embrace him as their leader, so it's all very, focused on sorcery and witchcraft, and
Yeah, it's basically a fraternity/secret society that
yeah.
unlocks the key to putting women back in their place or
Yes,
some
they want
shit.
women back in the kitchen barefoot. It's a fraternity. Their leader is played by Carrie Elwes from Saw, who is also a professor at the university,
Yeah.
and you kinda think he's shifty before the events of the 3rd act because he mentions a petition circulating to have him fired, teaches the classics in a classic literature class. I don't know, I struggle with a lot of this.
Yeah, and it's a male-dominated curriculum, and they're not happy about that, this one girl and her friends, I guess. But it turns out he's even more evil than they assume, so fair play to them, maybe.
Petition Girl, I
Soft
find her
size.
insufferable. I find them all insufferable, but I find her especially insufferable. She uploads videos of weird shit.
She's a bit of a clout chaser.
Yeah, she uploaded a video to the internet and Riley was not happy because in the video she's caught saying something.
Yeah, she uploads the video of the song about sexual assault, and then the issue that Riley has is that there's like a part at the end where she talks about where someone says something about the guy raping her. Like that's what the whole song's about.
Yeah,
What what,
but
what are we doing here, girls?
but Riley has a problem with it because
It's explicit, I guess.
well, no, her accusation so they don't really get into the nitty-gritty details, but what you can kind of infer from what the bits and pieces that you're given is that she did report it
Yeah.
and that it was unsuccessful
Went
and that
nowhere. Yeah.
she has had a very tough time on campus since having reported it. His fraternity brothers give her a hard time. It seems like all the men on campus in general give her a hard time.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of fallout from her complaint. So I think her issue with that portion of the video was that she just didn't want to face more backlash.
Yeah.
And her
Revenge.
friend was like, "Don't you get it? We never stop fighting." Riley gets it at the end. She's like, "I finally get it. We never stop fighting."
Yeah.
It's listen,
It's
make your
very
feminine.
subtle.
Make your feminist supernatural movie, but don't
Good.
fucking call it Black Christmas.
Yeah.
There's absolutely
This isn't Black
nothing
Christmas.
in this movie that
There's no.
there's no Billy, there's no Agnes, there's no Jess, there's
There's a couple of bits that imitate the original, like there's some stuff with the character Fran looking for her cat, which gets her killed.
like,
There's
shame on you, Blumhouse.
yeah, there's a shot of Fran dead on the roof because
Yep.
there's no attic, so she's on the roof, and she doesn't even have a bag over her head. She's just lying there looking all green and shit. It's the most color in that movie, actually, is that corpse.
I
And yeah, like the villains here are not Billy and Agnes. It's this frat boy cult that want to put women in their place, and they're recruiting other people to it, and
it's
they're killing these
insane.
girls because I don't know, too mouthy or some shit, whatever.
And to get into 2, I guess, subplots.
Sub.
There's a girl in the house that can't find her fucking diva cup.
Yeah, that's Fran.
Okay, yeah, I truly do not give a shit about their names.
I'm surprised that I've memorized like 3 of them.
She's running around
Diva cup.
really up until the point that she's killed, crying that she cannot find her diva cup. Who loses a fucking diva cup?
I lose mine all the time.
But then she goes into one of her sorority sisters' room to announce that she's lost her diva cup. Her friend throws her a sanitary pad that she proceeds to put on, like, in the
Right in front
room,
of her.
right in front of her. She just unzips her pants and shoves her hand with the pad between her legs.
Wow. She's so emancipated, guys.
If this is
It's really inspiring.
like, I don't that is disgusting. Ugh. The girl that gets killed in the opening, she calls her friend, and her friend informs her that she doesn't specify, but she's bought her either a dildo or a vibrator for Christmas.
Oh, yeah, she never gets to use it.
The tragedy that she never gets to use it 'cause she gets killed. I think that's funny.
There's a little snow angel as well when she dies because why not?
The title card kind of goes hard in this movie. This is the high point of the movie. Everything else is just dog shit.
Yeah, I mean, even the rest of the opening's not good. It's just that one
Yeah.
shot, really.
She dies and she involuntary does a snow angel and her
That's the
body is
most
dragged
Christmassy it
away.
gets.
Yeah, her body's dragged away and we're left with this with the image of the snow angel in the snow, and then we get the title card. So that goes pretty hard. The rest is just
It's just it's crap.
I mean, it's unwatchable for me. I hate it.
It's just one big message movie disguised almost like a slasher, and it's like lobotomized crap, the writing. That one guy, Landon, who's just bland and, "What do you need from me?"
I wanted them all to die. I was hoping that fraternity would just fucking go kaboom at the end with every single one of them inside.
They were close enough, like,
Do
the
the world a
girls
favor.
the girls do fight back. One of them betrays the other girls, and she just gets killed anyway for it. Gets her neck snapped by the leader.
I don't get it. I
Yeah,
really don't fucking get it.
betrayal just to kill her and start lecturing Riley and asking Riley
Yeah.
to obey and get on her knees and shit for this one guy that date raped her. Carrie always has that one line, "Not evil, simply men."
Oh god.
My God. You said no for so many years to coming back to do a Saw movie, and then you do this. This is far worse than any Saw movie, bro. What's happening here?
There are ways to portray "fuck the patriarchy" in movies.
Yeah, like the
This is
themes
just
themselves aren't an issue. The
no, but
execution and putting them in a
the
Black
way
Christmas
they
movie.
employ them in this movie, it's an assault.
Yeah, it's just
It's an
it's not
assault.
good.
I was miserable from start to fucking finish.
It's not insightful. It's not well done. It's just
It's slop, and it's an insult
it is slop.
to the like, it's an insult to the franchise. The attachment to the franchise is such a fucking joke.
Slop Christmas, call it that. More appropriate.
I think the last time, uh, that I saw a movie with this many insufferable characters was Dash Cam, which, by the way, is also a Blumhouse movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that woman. Apparently she's like that in real life too. There's like 4 or 5 characters that get killed outside of the fraternity who obviously get overpowered at the end. Like, so many ha so many hateable characters, and then they do what Dashcam did, where the movie lets them live when you really just wanna see them killed. Like you say, take out the patriarchy, take out this fraternity, whatever, but, like, let's let these girls burn with them too. Equality, right? I just wanted this movie to be over.
I wanted it to be over, and I don't wanna talk about it anymore. Okay, so across I think I know what your answer is not gonna be,
Okay.
but across these 3 movies, who's your favorite final girl?
Hmm. I think Jess from the OG still.
Let's, like, assume that Jess is a final girl.
Yeah, I'll say Jess. Olivia Hussey, great performance. As
Yeah,
much as I do like Katie Cassidy, I think Jess as a character is a little stronger.
is she though?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I mean, what's Kelly doing really? She's
Kelly didn't
fighting.
kill her boyfriend,
Exactly.
and I would argue that Kelly did a lot more fighting than Jess. Like,
Maybe.
against the killer, first she
It's
had
just
to
the
and
design
she
of the
also
movie, though, isn't it?
but she also had to fend off 2. She had to fend off Agnes and then Billy afterwards.
I think as an overall character, I think Jess has more depth for me.
That's fair.
I guess that's where I'm coming from.
So, I'll agree with you on that. Jess has more depth, Kelly is more badass.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Like, Kelly dispatched 2 killers in a
Yeah,
space of, like, a few minutes, and she was in the hospital injured.
yeah, and it's not like Scream where you tend to get different characters taking out the killers. She took them
That's it.
both out. Like,
She did.
Lee couldn't do it. Kelly could.
So,
But how about Riley though? Like, where does Riley fall? We're
she
not going to
doesn't.
consider her.
She doesn't.
Fuck
Look,
Riley.
I mean,
I
look,
like Imogen Poots, but that
s
character, man.
so do I, but this was a low point for me.
She
Um,
has bad luck with horror movies though. Like, I didn't like 28 Weeks Later either.
isn't she the one in Vivarium?
Don't know. I've not watched that movie.
No.
Is that bad?
Oh my god.
Is this a hidden classic that I've not seen?
She's in it with Jesse Eisenberg from The Social Network.
Hey,
I don't know how you feel about it.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I'm not a
Or do we not
fan.
talk? Do we not talk about that anymore?
No,
Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor.
I'm just not a fan of Jesse Eisenberg personally.
Um,
I don't hate him. I
uh,
don't seek out his movies.
well, I didn't like The Social Network.
I'm not gonna launch Club Eisenberg anytime
Yeah, I
soon.
think I'm in the same boat. Like, I liked Zombieland, but I wasn't watching Zombieland for Jesse Eisenberg.
I was watching for Woody.
Adventureland was good, I thought,
But,
with Kristen Stewart.
I think you should check out Vivarium. So it's weird.
Okay, I'll take that rec.
I I feel like you either love it or you hate it.
Apparently, he was in The Village. I don't remember him in that.
I logged it 4 stars.
Let's go.
It's a weird one. And I'm sure this movie has its fans. I think the consensus is that it's dog shit. And yeah, the final girl sucks.
They exist. They're a rare breed. I liked Imogen Poots in Green Room. I thought she was really good in
Yeah,
that.
she was. But Riley sucks. The killer sucks, or killers, or entity, or whatever the fuck you wanna call it, sucks.
My goo.
The supernatural aspect sucks. The
Yeah, like
Christmas vibes suck.
the multiple cloaked killers who bleed black goo instead of blood.
But
It's just nonsense.
I guess my answer is gonna be a bit controversial. Kelly's my favorite of the franchise. No shade to Jess.
Yeah, well, there's only one wrong answer, and the wrong answer is Riley. Like,
I think the Christmas vibes in the first 2 are perfect. I think they're pretty on par with each other. Both films in that sense have the same aesthetic, like, they're matching each other's energy in that way. The second one, the first remake kind of takes a step down for me because of the backstory.
yeah.
Uh,
So the OG is on top for you.
the OG's on top for me,
Same.
with Kelly being my favorite final girl. So, like, I would love
Okay.
to mix the 2 in that sense. Like, give me the OG with Kelly. Honestly, I know Katie Cassidy wasn't even born at the time, but,
Don't be giving any of the AI boys an idea, though. Someone will try it.
the first one's 5 stars for me. The second one is 4 stars, and the third one
Half a star.
will remain at half a star, and I'm telling you right now, I will never watch it again. It's been forever, maybe you'll feel differently. Nope,
No, we won't.
I will not.
Can
It's awful.
you think of a worse Christmas horror movie than Black Christmas 2019? I mean, I know there've been some stinkers, like especially low budget ones, but
We watched the Mean One last year, and
with Art the Clown himself.
is that Art the Clown?
Yeah, David Howard Thornton plays the evil Grinch in that movie.
Well,
That was quite bad.
it was. I love David Howard Thornton, but he couldn't save that. That was awful. Worst Christmas movie?
I haven't rewatched it, but I remember I hated Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Um,
But
hmm.
I was young then. Maybe I feel different now. Maybe I'll be able to tolerate the reused footage.
No, but you see, if you're watching the reused footage, you're doing it wrong.
Okay, so I should just skip that. Should I do a rewatch and skip that?
Okay. It depends. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
If you're just sitting and watching part 2 on its own, and you have not seen part 1 in a while, then watch the footage, because
Okay.
it'll give you a little bit of a refresher as to what you're watching. I redid the entire franchise this past week ahead of the remake coming out into theaters. I did it all in
So,
one night, and the first one was over, I went right into the second one, and I skipped there's about approximately 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes of reused footage at the beginning, and I just fast forwarded it. And then once you
yeah,
do that, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 becomes like an hour-long movie, an hour and 10 minutes.
nice. Maybe I'll
So,
do that then. I'll give it a chance. Like,
it's
maybe I
look,
don't stick by that half star rating.
even without the recycled footage, when you take out the recycled footage, I'm not gonna lie, like, the second one loses its Christmas vibe a bit,
Okay.
but I don't care, it's just fun, like, Garbage Day, oh my god,
I'll give it a reshot then. I
it's
think,
stupid, but things happen.
okay.
So, I actually wanna recommend you do
Okay.
is do a rewatch of the entire franchise.
Damn. Even the Mickey Rooney one.
Don't say that, because listen to me. Listen.
I'm
Part 1
listening.
and 2 are the best. They're peak. There's no question.
Okay.
Part 3 might be is it worse than fucking Black Christmas 2019? Because that's what
No.
you asked me.
You
And
didn't rate it worse.
what did I rate it?
I think you gave 1.5 stars.
You know what? It
Stalk
gets
your
1 and
profile, you see.
it gets 1.5 stars probably because of Bill Moseley.
That's fair.
Even though
Bill
he's
Bill Moseley boost.
yeah, even though he's severely underutilized, but apart
Other
from
than
Bill
that, it's
Moseley,
terrible.
there's absolutely fucking nothing that happens in this movie for, like, a really long fucking time. It's like watching paint dry. I hated myself when that movie was over.
So that's the contender.
4 and 5 are very much divorced from the original story, and they're so fucking bonkers, off the wall.
Maybe I'll do that then. Franchise
Like,
rewatch.
the 4th one is about, like, witchcraft and this
Nice.
coven,
I love me some
and
covens.
like, the lesbian energy in 4 is just it's up
Mhm.
there. 5 is Mickey Rooney, which again, the story is so out there. Yeah, okay, yeah, you know what? Yes, I will say it. This is the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen. How about you?
I think in terms of horror movies that have any kind of production value, this is probably the worst.
No, let's say why does production value have anything to do with it? I mean,
Because like there's no real excuse for like a mainstream movie to be as bad as this one. Like
okay, now I understand.
cheap low budget movies, you kind of expect to find
Yeah, okay, you're, like,
more
wondering where the
trash.
money went.
Yeah, there's like a bigger trash heap there. Like I think maybe one movie that's worse than this is a 2016 movie called The Elf,
Okay.
which is so cheap, and you can guess it's about like the Elf on the Shelf thing. It's basically like a killer version of
Okay.
that. It's like what they're doing with all these ex Disney characters right now, but it's on an
Yeah.
ultra low budget, and it felt when I watched like they were making it up as they went along, which they probably were. That's maybe worse than this movie, but for a movie that got the release that Black Christmas got, it's the worst one. And it
Yeah.
actually has like good actress in the lead role with Imogen Poots. And it serves no useful purpose.
Yep.
So maybe we do have a consensus on the worst Christmas movie just because they had the budget to make something better and they didn't. Maybe we should end on a positive note though and like talk about good Christmas movies.
Now, I have no problem shitting on this movie.
We've just done it for like 25 minutes, maybe.
Ultimately, I do know how hard it is to get movies made, and I do know the work that goes into it. That's why I feel bad shitting on movies.
Yeah,
And
I
I
mean,
do
we couldn't do it.
it's quite an accomplishment to get a movie done from start to
Mm.
finish. Anybody in a creative field, you face criticism.
Yeah.
It's part of the job. So I think a lot of these people just naturally have to have a thick skin. But yeah, I feel bad. I if I don't like a movie, I at least want to give a reason why and not just say like outright this is dog shit. Because I feel like that's mean.
Yeah, it's kind of miserable. It's why we're probably never going to do an episode on a movie that we both hate.
Yeah.
It's always got to be some pushback, otherwise it's just
But
needlessly negative.
I can categorically say that this movie was dog shit. And I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry to everybody who, worked hard on it. It's awful. It should have never been made, and you should all be ashamed of yourselves. Every single fucking one of you. But I know how hard you worked, and I respect it.
What a lovely
Fuck this
message.
movie. I'm
Just
done
die
being
us.
negative. No, I'm done.
Talk about Christmas movies we like. What's your favorite Christmas
Oh
movie?
god.
Horror movie, that is.
Horror movie. Damn it. You took the answer right out of my mouth.
Yeah. Were you going to say Die Hard or something?
Yes?
I knew it.
So, Die Hard is my favorite non-horror Christmas movie. Actually, the first 2 the first 2. The
Okay.
first 3 are all Christmas movies. I found a loophole for part 3. But, the first 2 for sure I watch every year on Christmas Eve. It's my tradition. I love those movies so much, and they never get old, and they're so Christmassy, and everybody's drinking and doing cocaine and having office sex. It's just so merry. But my favorite Christmas horror movie, Gremlins.
Oh my God. Same.
Gremlins is
We really are the same person.
we are. It's an annual watch for me.
And again, it's so Christmassy. The
I
vibes are
want
on
a
point.
mogwai so bad. Somebody get me a fucking mogwai, please. They're so cute. I won't feed them after midnight, and I won't get them wet. I'll behave. I'll follow the rules.
Totally. Till she gets bored.
No, I want Gizmo. He's so cute.
He is adorable.
He's so cute. That movie is just I think it's funny, I guess it's classified as horror, but my parents didn't see it as horror. So I got to watch that when I was pretty young.
Yeah, it's like horror light. Like
It is.
maybe the most horrific part of the movie is the story that Phoebe Cates' character tells about her dad dying in the chimney. That scarred me as a kid.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie is fine. Like I'm not worried about these gremlins running around causing
Yeah.
havoc, but, like, your dad lying dead in the chimney rotting away.
That's traumatic. That was kind of triggering to me too when I was younger. It stands the test of time. It's a classic.
Yeah.
But for me,
Joe
there's also
Dante.
like the nostalgia factor for me of watching it every year
It's sorta like
with my
Home
family.
Alone in that sense.
Had like my as much as my parents did not let me watch horror, they loved movies. They had an impressive VHS collection. We
Oh,
were at the
yeah.
video store every Friday and Saturday, most weekends.
Nice.
So we're always watching movies, and Christmas was like there was a whole host of them, and Gremlins, Home Alone was, one of my favorites. It was one of my mom's favorites too.
It's always one.
It's always one, and, every single year it's not horror, but, every single year at Christmas, they would show, It's a Wonderful Life on TV. Always watch that. I still watch that every year. I love that movie. And then this is a I told you about this recently. This I find so weird. At Christmas time every year, they broadcast The Sound of Music. I have no clue why. I have absolutely no idea what this movie has to do with Christmas. There's no depiction of Christmas in this movie whatsoever. But for whatever reason, every single year, I don't know if it still airs on TV. I don't have cable anymore. So I don't know if it still airs on TV, but for the longest fucking time, every year at Christmas, The Sound of Music, and my mom watched it. This is her favorite movie. So I still watch that one too at Christmas. I don't know why. Like it's about singing and Nazis and it's a great
Yeah,
movie.
imagine a Christmas movie with Nazis.
So my taste for Christmas is like a little bit all over the place just because I have certain traditions that I like to keep going. But
You
if
know
we're
Go ahead.
but if we're talking about horror, Gremlins. Recently, one that I've added to my list is Violent Night with David Harbour. That was so
Yeah,
much
I like
fun.
that one.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, the first one. Sometimes I do 2. This year I did the whole franchise, but sometimes I do 1 and 2, but I always at least try to watch the first one. And the new one's gonna make its way onto my
Yeah,
annual rotation.
not surprised.
I haven't watched Krampus in a while. I want to, because I do remember liking that one quite a bit too.
Yeah, that's up there for me. One I do rewatch every year, usually more than once because I'm an idiot, is Jack Frost with Killer
Oh my
Snowman.
god, I knew you were gonna fucking mention Jack Frost.
I used to rent that on video back in the day. I'd get my mom to rent it for me. Even when it wasn't Christmas, I just watched Jack Frost. I just love it so much. So cheesy and stupid. Jack Frost the snowman. It's just so immobile, but it's just so funny.
Yes.
The scenes of him killing stuff because it's just this big immobile block that somehow kills people, shoots fucking icicles out.
Right?
There's one questionable scene with Shannon and Elizabeth, but it is what
Yeah,
it is.
it is.
I can't really justify it as a good movie, but I watch it every year. I love it.
No, I get it.
The little one-liners he does as well. When he has the
Y
hair dry and he's like, "Blow me."
Okay, wow. So there's 2 that I like that I guess fall into that category, like, I know that they're stupid. One of them is Santa Jaws.
Santa Jaws.
Yes.
I
And the
don't know
other
if I've
one
watched that one.
is Santa's Sleigh with Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, I like to watch that one as well, and that's like fucking 70 minutes or something, isn't it? That
Yeah,
flies by.
it does.
Yeah, I like that
Anna
one.
and the Apocalypse is another one. I haven't watched that one in a while. I need to rewatch that this year, but I remember really liking that one. It was cute.
Is that the musical one with
Yes, it
zombies
is.
or something? I haven't watched it, but I've heard of it. I know. Like, just a flawed person. I'm a fake horror fan, really. I'll
But
get around to it.
yeah, I think all the horror fans are deep diving into Christmas horror. And look, you go on Tubi, there's no shortage of Christmas horror, like low budget, and you got some big budget one. Like there's so much out there. I don't like I know a lot of people do the 25 days of horror. I don't do that like cuz I think December is probably the one month out of the year that I watch the least amount of horror because I'm watching
Yeah, just general
a
Christmas
lot of other
movies.
movies.
Yeah.
So my horror numbers take a hit in the month of December. So I don't do the deep dives that everybody does. I stick to my classics and then every December I might throw like a new movie in there or one that I haven't watched in a while. But yeah, I this December is gonna be a fun so far it's been good. Like I've done a lot of my horror rewatches already. I've got a few more and then I get into like the dumb shit from my childhood and then Die Hard on Christmas Eve. Oh, Christmas Vacation. That's another one I watch every year with
Nice.
Chevy Chase. Again, not horror, but
Maybe I should mention a favorite non-horror Christmas movie
yeah,
since
let's go.
you've mentioned like 40.
Fuck you.
I do like to rewatch Home Alone. We watched that recently. Still holds up. I'm not really a fan of the sequels, but the OG I like.
I'm not a fan of the sequels. I make an exception for part 2.
Yeah,
It's nowhere
I
near as
don't.
good as the original, but I do enjoy part 2.
Yeah, I like Tim Curry and even Rob Schneider, but
Tim Curry's funny.
not really a fan of the Pigeon Lady stuff. I don't like that.
No, the Pigeon Lady stuff is kinda weird and the turtle doves,
Violent Night's up there as well for me.
but also, like, his parents are the worst. Well, his whole family is the worst. Buzz is the worst. Uncle Frank is a complete and utter douche. But
Just
the villain of these movies are his parents because they allow all of these assholes in the family to treat their kid the way that they do. Like, I'm just maturing, growing up is realizing that his parents were awful.
Catherine O'Hara, that's a real villain.
I love Catherine O'Hara, I do, and I love John Hurd, but, like, fuck you
R.I.P.
both in these movies. Y'all suck.
Obviously, I like Holiday as well. And Elf.
I I was waiting for you to say Holiday 8.
Yeah, Holiday. Yeah, I love Holiday.
Who
Sorry about
doesn't
that.
love a movie where Emma Roberts shits her pants?
Exactly. That's hilarious scene.
It's
I was
weird.
cracking up. It's fine. I laughed. When the lift opens and the old couple's there and he's trying to rip off her dress.
It's a weird scene, but yeah. I'll tell you
Elf's
what,
a childhood favorite
I'll
too.
say something nice about Holiday. It's
Go
far
on.
from the worst Emma Roberts movie I've ever seen,
That's so kind of you.
right?
It's a nice thing that you just said. You just shit on all our movies.
No, just the ones I don't like.
Bad Santa. That's another one that's always
Bad
rewatched.
Santa's so good. I love Lauren Graham.
I might have to rewatch that one this week now that we've mentioned it.
Yeah, you're giving me the urge to watch it because I haven't been able to dedicate the time that I usually dedicate to watching movies lately, so I need to lock in.
Well, my fucking lunch break. Yeah, I'm not surprised that you would love Lauren Graham in that movie. She's kind of Marianne coded in a way, especially
Excuse
now that the
me?
new Silent Night, Deadly Night's dropped.
Wait, how is she
Fuck me Santa, you
Oh
know,
my
all
god.
that.
Yes, she okay, yeah, in that way she is.
I don't know about the rest. I wasn't trying to shade you. It's a little joke.
The Santa suit thing is really like a kink unlocked, I'm not gonna lie.
It's Billy Bob Thornton for you. Yeah, I think
Not
we got all
because
the
of
main
Billy Bob
ones.
Thornton, not because of Billy Bob Thornton, shut the fuck up.
That's the takeaway from
No.
this episode, guys. Marianne wants Billy Bob Thornton. So many ways.
Not a bad looking dude,
See you
but
next Tuesday.
in that movie where he's, like, constantly pissing on himself and
And getting
vomiting on
pissed on.
himself, I'm good.
Watch the first two Black Christmas movies and skip the last one.
Yes, that's the consensus.
And watch the new Silent Night, Deadly Night movie. It's
Yes,
actually good.
that too. Well, you know what? Watch the 2019 Black Christmas if you want to. Just don't blame us when you don't like it.
Yeah, we warned you. We're like Jigsaw at the end of Saw 4. You were warned.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We warned
that's us
you.
in a nutshell. We are dead serial killers.
No.
Okay.
I don't know where you're going with that tangent, but
Yeah, that link was kind of tenuous.
go watch more Christmas horror movies in general, is the consensus. And go watch Silent Night, Deadly Night. Give them your money. I want a sequel, so I need people to go and watch that movie.
Yeah, you want a sequel?
Yep, I think the ending leaves it open for a sequel.
Could be. Might be a bit
Uh,
of a right turn.
would be, but I'd
Maybe.
be okay with it. To
You haven't
understand what we're talking about, go and see the movie.
exactly. You'll get it. You'll
You'll
see
get
the
it.
vision.
The
Maybe.
pieces will all come together.
Yeah.
But
And you'll see a bunch of Nazis die as well. So yeah.
exactly.
We'll see you next Tuesday. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Eat turkey, not ham.